Hello, how's everybody doing? Let me swap from the music to let me boot up the game. That's probably the first thing, and unmute the commentators.
Yo, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
Hey, hi, hello.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing all right. How are y'all tonight?
Chilling, hanging out, having a good time. Ready for some Granblue.
Oh, let's go. I'm very excited for this bracket. I am slightly more excited for Friday, I'm not gonna lie.
Why, what's Friday, dude?
It's the first to one Granblue bracket. First to one single
God,
event.
I'm pretty excited
be
for that too.
The nightmare.
I know a few people have signed up. I saw Rowlett just signed up right before this. So I'm very excited for that. Oh, let me make sure you guys can actually hear the game.
Yeah, I'm not getting any audio from it.
Well, Discord can't because Optimum didn't fix my internet, so I kind of had to nix the sound from the Discord stream because it was that or I was dropping frames on Twitch.
That's unfortunate.
I'm in a lovely position with my internet right now.
Don't you love competition, bro?
I do. I love especially when there's no competition and the internet company can do exactly what they want to do to me.
Oh man,
I'm starting to think it's all a scam, man.
Yeah,
it's kind of zero-win game.
But we have an awesome bracket for you guys today. I am very, very excited for it. And we have a Matcherino. So if you guys don't know already, Matcherino gives gamers free money. All you gotta do is visit the link in chat, click the button, claim code, 25 free cents into the pot. We also have sponsor requests right below that. You can like a YouTube video for 25 cents, sub to your YouTube for 25 cents, or on the next page there's a quick survey for 35 cents. All of it adds up. We do have stretch goals. At 150, top 4 gets paid out. At 320, top 6, 660, top 8. I can't remember the last time we haven't hit at least top 4 for Granblue. So, yeah, if we're able to hit that again tonight, I would appreciate it. I know the gamers would definitely appreciate it. We kind of got a little, or I have a little goal going on trying to get, trying to beat last year's total prize pools raised.
Hey, your goals are also our goals.
Oh yeah, no. We're here to carry you throughout all of this experience. Like,
well, I'm here to be carried, for the record.
Brother, you gotta speak for you. Like,
yeah, no. I mean, you do your thing. If you want to carry us or just me, whatever works.
I got these big, I got these big linebacker shoulders, man. Like, I gotta put them to use.
That's what I'm saying. There we go. That's a man of the people right there.
Lennox says he wants to be carried, but then he's been carrying the prize pools the last few weeks. So.
And as soon as I'm done losing to .mp4 in final game, I will.
You cooked, my son.
It's final game. He just took the first round, so we'll see. I still got a shot, but I gotta make a little adjustment here because that round was a little quicker than it should have been.
Sounds like you should be playing instead of talking.
I know, right?
All right, chat. Let me make the getting started tweet, and then we'll pull our first matches. From round 1, we're gonna have SSK versus Uber, and then we're gonna have OrijinTree versus Bloo.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm stoked for both of these. Uber gonna be at crossover, which I'm very, very excited about. That bracket is starting to look pretty nice, to be honest. For all the games.
Yeah.
Kind of like out of nowhere.
Year's getting big.
Yeah, I mean, we hit 207 people. And we decided to cap it at 220 just to make sure that the venue had plenty of space.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're in chat and thinking of coming to crossover, you should sign up sooner rather than later, to be honest. $1,000 prize pool for all our main games. Granblue will be there. We're going to have a ton of setups, so there should be plenty of space for casual, etc. Also, Seth, thank you for the 20.
Hey, don't worry about it. Put a little something in there. You know, it's like AGDQ. I'm putting this in. I need to get that train going, even if it's even if it's just claiming those codes. Come on, we got a reputation to uphold here.
All right, I added our first gamers. I'm assuming this is gonna be Ladiva Percival.
You know, I'm actually kind of curious to see if Uber goes for the mirror on that one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I don't think we're actually going to see it. I don't know.
I'm not hopeful, like, but I'd love to see it.
It would be pretty cool. It would be a very cool thing to see.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, chat, let me know how the sound is. If I gotta turn the comms up or down, turn the game up or down. Just let me know.
Does my mic sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Alright, if the super kills, I friggin' won. Got it, let's go. Oh.
I'm proud of you, son.
Oh god, that was so close. Hey, thanks, Seth.
I know, right?
Oh man. Alright. Hey, good news. I'm probably gonna have to play Accident next. Oh, alright. Anyway, you have.
He'll make it quick.
I took a game off Accident last time we played. Just you know.
Just gotta do two this time.
We did get the mirror.
Get in the mirror.
Oh, I gotta get in here. I gotta stop dragging my feet. MP4 if you're the chat, GG's.
SSK rocking the
Why have you come?
One, not making this easy for us to kind of commentate and tell people who is what, but also rocking that crisp community league color. Only piece of color on that Percy is his hair.
Oh yeah, is that the 1930s Percival?
No. That we've got him on screen though.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, this is gonna be chaos. All right, I'm here for it. I haven't seen Uber's Percival ever, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I keep hearing this thing exists, and I really want to see it. And so I think this is actually going to be a really interesting mix of styles because we've seen Uber just start to set off with a lot of command dashes, just playing a lot more aggressive than you've seen in Percival. So I'm a little bit curious just to see how that clashes with SSK's very old style.
Wow, well, that's a hell of a way to close out the first round right there. Counter hit far age, hit confirm into the EX stab. Yup, we'll take that.
Oh yeah, no. I would take a 2-button combo into 45% damage too.
Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, it's probably my favorite part about playing Percival. Oh no, doesn't get the full whiff punish on the way to go there. That's
look at the shimmy.
Hey, it's all good. Yeah, another one. Another one.
We've seen a couple of really good whiff punishes from SSK, but not a far enough. A lot of those are probably going to be. You don't want to give your opponent a battle offer, especially in this game with like weird options. Person needs like 2 hits to put you in a bad situation, so you really don't want to give him mercies.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, gambling on the DP is good. Yeah, that's enough. All right, well.
Are we going to see the character switch now? Yes.
Yeah.
That frame 1 all-in character swap.
I get that. So we will see if SSK can handle the grappler now.
Yeah, no, this is like I'm sitting here doing the Birdman pose, watching my boy, trying to see like, you learn what I taught you, son?
Yeah.
Did you internalize it? I'm just
Don't disappoint me.
Hey, he knows the motto for the Midwest: "Winter don't come home."
Damn. All right. Well, there it is.
Uber, maybe. So this is definitely, I think, we're looking at Uber's personal. This is also a great player representation of it. It's very active, just swing from round start. But against Percival, that's something you kind of have to do trying to get in because she ain't playing neutral with him.
Yeah,
man's got like 8 god buttons.
Yeah, Far M alone has to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. Oh, and that button right there. Don't even want to
for the command throw.
Could be enough to kill, but definitely going to take the Oki here.
Yeah, we're dead. So this is actually what I'm saying. Uber is definitely kind of getting round off, but SSK Oh.
Didn't hit. Oh, all right, we're good.
OS is the command throw. Punish isn't exactly what you'd like, but hey, you didn't get like I saw that. I saw the wake up at SSBA, and you think it's over, and then that would have been real bad.
I was quite sure it was over. Man, good on SSK for punishing that.
Yeah, it was a pretty safe jump. He doesn't spin the meter to but SSK's mashing, so at this point, Uber's got everything he needs.
Oh, mashing on hit too.
That was so unfortunate. The meter on Jack was for rush, and that would have given Uber enough time to recover. But now, let's just see how good Uber's decision making is.
Yeah,
Oh, it's gonna hurt. Next guess.
Oh! Okay, still did a kill. To you. And gambles on
calls it out.
And yeah. So that's the third big DP punish we've seen from Uber so far. Definitely has a read on where SSK wants to throw these in.
Yeah, he's levering the safe jabs really well in a way that gets SSK kind of afraid to see what's coming. But SSK's got to find his footing very quickly.
Oh, okay. Got the side switch though. Yeah. Once Uber gets you in the corner, it is a hard thing to get out of. But SSK, misses the hit confirm on the anti-air there. Unfortunate.
Looks like a little bit of nerves are setting in, seeing a couple of misconfirms from stuff. But
speaking of funny stuff, yeah, y'all heard it too, you?
Bro, that's my life, bro.
Oh, believe me, I know. I've been underestimating out of that. Yeah, take the stocks right there. Okay.
We're really seeing SSK go for the OS to not have to deal with the wake-up supers from Uber, which at a certain point, you kind of wonder what other options maybe are next, especially in terms of OD or Rush, or a different option to kind of punish the preemptive OS, since the way it triggers is if it doesn't detect if it detects the, I think Uber's doing it wrong, but if it detects the command throw, or the command throw super, you just
Right. Oh, and SSK gets the hit confirms DP off far light there.
Yeah, so one thing I will say for SSK is really good at making those skill button count. We've seen a lot of options here, especially into super and the state where SSK has just been on point. Got the hit converted, called out. Oh, it's bad.
This is really bad.
Yeah, really unfortunate.
Not really enough meter to do anything either. Spends it immediately on the rush as soon as he builds 50. Uber still has SSBA. I almost would have sued. No, that would have been.
SSK relying a little bit too much on the buffer. Far range. Goes for the command throw.
That's not enough. All right.
It's not.
Damn, it doesn't tech the throw.
Yeah, that was a little scrambly, but SSK range. I thought it was going to be the command throw right there. It was specifically in range, but at this point.
That's the second time we've seen that round start. Wow,
yeah,
Uber calling that out.
Uber is mad now, trying to take the momentum, especially after SSK, after the spaghetti that happened at the end of the last round.
Oh no, ducks the lariat, actually gets the punish in the command throw. Yeah, once again, can't get a ton of damage, but happy to get the stocks. And another one, Uber's not ready.
Who's the grappler now?
Yeah, right? That's the meme.
Went for the third.
Definitely respect. Oh no!
SSK just got away with murder right there, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Okay, Uber hit confirming into that SBA, and we're going to final game, final round.
I was a little worried there because in my head I'm like, that's a lot of scaling. Everything kind of, like I saw the health bar and I was like,
yeah.
this is a burden.
I definitely went through the same thing.
The round star 5H, the
From
Diva
down
jump scare.
The Ladiva jump scare. How have I never heard it called that before? Wow. That's amazing.
That's why they paid me the big bucks, brother.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Uber reacted a little late to the stock right there. SSK able to get the side switch. All right, let's top it off again.
One of the things that I think SSK is easier to use in this match is just being able to kind of turn a spaghetti situation or convert it all of a sudden it's just not going his way. And I think especially in that first match with Uber, it's one of the things that will really teach the
Yeah, absolutely. SSK has a ton of games under their belt. And you know, when you play 2,000 games at a certain point, you're gonna learn something about these situations, right?
Absolutely, and it's, you know, for as much rust as SSK has, just, you know, only recently started playing again after Frosty, but there's some stuff that he and I have played and that we've seen from him as a player that you just don't forget how to deal with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. All right. And able to take that game against Uber. Good stuff.
Yeah,
I really thought Uber was going to bring that back. Like,
it looked like it.
That was a really unfortunate spot dodge right there, too.
Yeah, it was just a hair too early. Although,
right, so
dude, that projectile, I don't know. I always get clipped when I try and spot dodge it.
Yeah, it's different timing. It's different timing. You gotta kind of train yourself with that.
Just keeps going.
It's every time I see it hit someone in the air and you see the flame carry someone, I'm just like, we got mods. We gotta have a talk.
Yeah, that's OP.
It is.
Oh, we got another donation.
Yeah, $10 from
Rosetta. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Rosetta. And speaking of, if you want to make a contribution yourself, especially for the hot price of free, you can hop on over to the Matcherino and activate a claim code. We still got a couple of them kicking around.
Eustace.
Yeah, 32 left. Definitely hop in there. Plenty of people in chat. So we haven't seen OrijinTree online in a minute, so this is pretty exciting. We've seen a couple Beelzebubs in recent memory, kind of making it the farthest. And one other I want to say too. I can't remember though. But OrijinTree, man, OrijinTree is really good. I'm very excited to see what they have.
Am I a little more audible now? See someone in the chat talking about audio levels, and I think I'm worried that's just not me talking into the mic promptly enough. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, we're good. We're cooking, boys.
Let's go. This is really interesting matchup. I feel like this is one of Bubs' few, like, not struggle matchups, but not, like, advantageous, you know?
I'm really curious to see what qualifies that, because I've just never seen this matchup before. This is we're going into unexplored territory. Origin.
Yeah. So obviously Bub's Fireball, you gotta like look out for, but EX Orbs from Eustace can be a nice check for dive kick. You know what I mean?
I can absolutely see that. Eustace does have very good anti-air options. 2H does do the 2 hits if you set it a certain way. Yep. So at that point, like, I can definitely see where even like a late reaction 2H or being able to stop or being able to react with up ball if you're down backing definitely can go in Eustace's favor.
Speaking of dive kicks, though, OrijinTree just getting in there, running some throw loops on Blue, and there's another one. Oh no!
Yeah, if you're one of the newer Granblue players and you're just now seeing this, you're in for a treat. OrijinTree is one of my favorite players to watch in this game.
Hell yeah! Like, a good run at Evo too.
Absolutely. Like, if you want a entertainment value player, Origin's got you covered, baby.
Same goes if you get a chance to get some games with OrijinTree. The same is true playing with OrijinTree. Like, even when you're getting your butt kicked, it's still pretty fun.
Absolutely.
Right. So Blue's taking a minute here. I don't think we're gonna see a character switch.
I'm curious at this point who he would switch to if he did. I know he used to play Gran, and he's got a decent Shoto layer, or Shoto foundational layer.
Yeah.
But it might be a connection check. I'm not seeing anything move from this.
Oh yeah, true.
Which this is like deep South Georgia to coastal LA, so this could just be. I'm not hopeful for the future here.
Yeah, when you get those cross-country connections, it'd be rough sometimes. But we're getting back into it, and it looks like they're gonna try to play it out. OrijinTree up 1 game. I think Blue's gonna have to be a little more active and neutral if they really want to contest here. Bubs is not one of those characters you want to let just kind of do whatever they want, you know.
That was one of the things that I was really curious how Blue would handle going into the match. One of the things that I think kind of describes him as a player is that he's really momentum based. I feel like he comes alive a bit more in the second game than anything else. Definitely. And we're seeing it right now. Definitely a lot more action from Blue trying to get some pressure started, but OrijinTree is not relenting.
Yeah, that's okay. Gets the back shift out of the corner. Yeah, OrijinTree answers right back. Okay. Karma set up, and once again, run up overhead. That's definitely something that OrijinTree's been trying to condition into Blue after those throw loops in the first game. And getting 2 big counter hits.
Absolutely. Right, and it's one of the things, like, the Beelzebub universal overhead is so funny. Like, yeah, it's tricky to punish. You see it in block strings a lot. Just absolutely nuts.
Blue fighting back, though. Not getting it. Oh, yeah, there it is, the rush. That makes sense.
That's one of the things we've seen OrijinTree really control throughout this set is anytime Blue starts to get momentum or start trying to take his position back, OrijinTree is usually ready with something to call it out or to try to disrupt that momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, right as we say that, another big 2H from Blue. This is going to carry not quite all the way to the corner, but gets run in.
Yeah, I think Blue's trying to save his meter. Could have gotten the corner carry with Rush in the middle of that, but I think at this point, Blue's really kind of wanting to get like a good follow-up or at least like a clean hit to close the match out.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, recognize the fact that, hey, I'm not getting a lot of hits. I gotta make the most of it once again.
And this carry... Oh, I think that's dead.
Get a witch,
no.
Yeah. Oh, no! Drops the combo! Alright, yeah, plus frames off those PX projectiles. It doesn't actually get the full combo.
Oh, walk up DP.
Yeah. Damn. Alright, well, that's a hell of a
OrijinTree.
Yeah. Yeah, wow, alright. So OrijinTree moving on. Who are they playing next? I'm gonna see. Oh, Xerom. Oh.
Oh,
that's rough. That's rough.
We're gonna have a good time with that one. Don't worry.
Yes, we are. And I want to make sure I'm around for that one. So I'm gonna go play my next game, and I'll be right back.
One thing I wanted to bring up about that, and especially when you kind of look at Eustace, he's a character that snowballs really well. With Overdrive, he does a lot of damage, and he has the ability to screen control. So if you get stuck with a grenade or you have an accidental moment where he just lights you up, you're usually eating like 60 to 70k.
Oh, yeah.
And some of that is just my normal training partner for that matchup is Spiral, who is hitting the optimal everything.
Yeah.
But even then, I've seen Blue make some really choice comebacks with an OD pop and SSBA. So
Blue's nice.
I was ready to believe, man.
It's entirely possible. Before we hop into round 2, though, I'm going to call out the matcherino. I think Lennox with the big 40, thank you. Taking us halfway to top 4 payout. We have a bunch of codes left. We already have 90 people watching, which is sick.
I'm just saying, we have, what?
27
27? There's 90 of you. Come on. We're getting a little sloppy here, guys. It's free. It takes like 2 seconds. Do we have the bomb survey this go around?
We have a survey that puts in 35 cents. It is mad quick. It is, I think this one's only 2 questions, 2 or 3, but it literally just asks like if you've ever used VR before and if you would consider going to an escape room that had it. So I would definitely check those out if you have a second. Literally a second. They're super quick. You're sojued up and ready to go. Oh, we're gonna see. Rowlett's ready.
I'm ready for Soju Rowlett. At CEO Otaku this year, I got to see Vitamin Rowlett, and I am terrified of that person. Like, Rowlett is just absolutely, when she's feeling herself, she is cooking.
I wish she could make it to crossover this year. She came last year, can't make it this year, but it's not gonna be the same without Rowlett's like yells just piercing the venue.
It's really not. It's every event, every Granblue event that you see, there's just always like that noise in the background, and it just feels right, man. When it's not there or when you don't hear it, it's just like everyone's favorite MD is working. Unfortunate.
Oh, this is gonna be the Percy show tonight, chat.
Yeah, there's a lot of Percy players, and we've featured a lot of them on stream. But so I picked this match mostly just because, one, Langston has been grinding. Like,
I actually think I ran into him on ranked recently.
Yeah, he is absolutely cooking with this character now. And I spent a lot of time talking to Taya about matchups, and one of the things that he explicitly said is that he's got a gentleman's agreement with every Percy player that he's not playing this mirror. So I really want to see some violence tonight.
Oh, big punish.
Cashing out already. It's a really interesting.
Well, it'll kill, but
yeah. I got mixed, man. The colors got me feeling some kind of way.
We got Rowlet in the red and white, Langston in the green.
Thank you. I clearly was having a moment.
That was more for the chat than you and myself, to be honest.
Hey, we're all benefiting
matchup
here tonight. Absolutely. It's only what, March?
It's closing in on Christmas. That's when we're gonna get Rising. That's my guess. Christmas.
Yeah, this is a late 2023 release for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the one hit, that's dead.
Confirm.
Trademark patience into close heavy super. Hell yeah. That's
absolutely.
Oh man, all right. I'm so glad I got back in time to see this match. Well, we were very excited about this. You know the craziest part is, this is the second Percival mirror we've seen tonight.
I know. It was really funny the first time, and then now we're seeing it a second, and it's incredibly entertaining.
Yeah.
Showing right now, Langston preferring to poke away and keep the corner from a distance. One of the things that he prides himself on is being able to play just a very clean with punish and poke-based game where he has a single hit confirm into Stinger. So I really I like seeing that style, especially considering how well he maximizes it and how well he confirms off of those.
Speaking of hit confirms, that hit confirm into super was clean. That was super clean. Yeah, don't whiff against Langston for sure. That was definitely my takeaway when I played them a couple weeks ago. I think in bracket was
you can't really whiff against Percy in general. Like my man swinging. Yeah, my man swinging God buttons. You are trying to walk. They are not the same.
Yeah. Oh, clean punish on the overhead swing right there. Langston able to take some stocks. Oh,
good call out on the command dash from Rowlet. Manages to mash it out and get some distance to get herself out of the
Use the EX version that time.
Oh, Rowlet missing some opportunities for some confirms, but making it count or making the most where it counts, especially hitting some of these pressure situations and trying to set Langston up.
Woo! Oh, wow. Yeah.
No setups needed, baby. Just straight. That is. We got those crouching light kick fireball footsies right there.
Hell yeah.
Honest, neutral in this game.
That's every character in this game, right?
I don't know about that one, dog.
This game's so slow, though. It has to be honest, right?
Brother.
Oh, no. Doesn't get the confirm off that. Unfortunate.
Listen, what they told you about Super Turbo is a lie.
Yeah, oh, God. No. 5 minutes of that game is all it takes to realize that.
Yeah. You see Vega on screen, you just immediately shook.
Yeah. Oh, man. The PTSD alone is...
Speaking of shook, Rowlet putting some mental damage in with these DPs, managing to maintain the corner well.
Her control game is significantly better than the last game.
Yeah, we're seeing some really good adjustments from Rowlet, and I think they're starting to count, and they're starting to make their mark.
Alright, that was hype. Oh my god.
The controlled chaos mash out, I love to see it.
That's what a piece. Oh man, I'm so glad we got to see Langston combo into stocks right there. I don't know why I always get such a kick out of that, but I feel like we've never seen it anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of like Yule's stock up isn't really like, she's got combo routing with it, so you see it a lot, but Percy doesn't get that much.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I'd like to see here, we're seeing Rowlet make really good use of Percival jump U and able to get in with that. I'm waiting to see Langston just doing these
Yeah, that's definitely the answer there. One of Percival's strengths for sure. But this is looking grim for Rowlet right here. Yeah, had to worry about chip right there. I don't know if they were trying to go into overdrive or what, but it's doing something.
Absolutely unfortunate. It's one of the things where Percy can just Percy will put you where he wants you, and then he can melt you pretty quick if he's got the right resources.
Yeah, we've seen both players do that so far. Each of them have got to be on the receiving end of that.
Oh, calls
that
it
was,
out, but doesn't. That's the accidental punish, but
yeah, that was a miss.
Still managing the war.
Ask how many. There's the DP.
I'm curious. So one of the things, like, we've seen Rowlet do that to Langston doing the 2L twice now. I'm really curious to see how he adjusts his strings, or if he can adjust them in time to make it count.
That was almost disastrous for Rowlet. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it absolutely was. Oh, it's the single hit confirm.
Langston is so good at that.
I'm really surprised we didn't see any follow-up or Langston trying to get in, but we're in a dangerous spot now for both players. Yeah. We're already at a one-touch game. We're at like half a touch.
Look at this. Rowlet's just waiting. Come on. Do something stupid. I want you to. I'm waiting for it. And Langston just throwing out no specials here. Just throwing out buttons.
I think at this point with everything on there, Langston has to be really careful about his pressure because Rowlet is going to light him up if he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, spot dodge.
Bust out. It happened again. This is the third time in the set that we've seen Langston go for that, and Rowlet just DP out.
Oh, yeah. Rowlet, like, for such a patient player, her DP, she was not afraid to DP, and, like, it doesn't get punished like that every time. More often than not, that connects. Like, Rowlet has a read on this.
We'll see Rowlet do DPs, and the thing about it is there's a difference between when you see someone do just panic DPs or when someone knows you at, like, a deep level to know they can DP. And I think this is where Rowlet has gotten in this set, but unfortunately DPs her way into the loser's bracket.
That's crazy. Yeah, Langston adjusted there finally at the end. Started baiting some of these DPs, and that proved to be the deciding factor pretty much in that last game.
In a matchup like this, especially where where Percival does a lot of just single hit damage, one or two of those missed DPs can definitely swing around in the favor, and Langston found it.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like anytime when you're playing as Percival and you get to actually punish somebody's DPs, it's like Christmas morning. It's like, all right, I've practiced this combo so many times, and I don't get to use it in a real match.
Time to hit the optimals.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
So what do we have next?
Prada and Alderon.
Oh, this will be interesting.
This is going to be interesting.
I'm curious to see which counter pick Prada is going to bring out.
That's really the question, right?
He's been playing Cat a lot recently.
His Cat's cooking too. Like, Cat might be the answer to his Metera problem. Or the Metera problem. I don't know. I don't think of. Never mind. I don't think.
Brother, you got to be a little bit careful. People are going to start lobbying conspiracy theories at us, and I'm not trying to. Dude,
Metera's
sick. I've been very open about the
most Guilty Gear character in this game, and I'm here for it. Every single time we see Metera, I get stoked. I am so happy Don't Block Low is coming to crossover.
Yeah,
I can watch them cook in person. I'm so excited.
Yeah, oh, that'll be an interesting tournament.
I want to see Search versus Don't Block Low. I think that'll be a sick set.
We saw it over the weekend.
Oh, that's true.
Really? Where? I have to see this.
It was not on the weekend. It was on Monday at Ron's tournament.
Oh,
it's basically the weekend.
Right.
I mean,
kind of. It all blends together.
Yeah.
At a certain point, yeah, I'm hitting that stride in my work from home where it's just like.
That's where I'm at. I'm just like it's a day.
The qualifier for what is and what isn't Wednesday is nebulous at best. Prada sticking it out with the CAG in this one. I know that as a player, he just hates this matchup, doesn't like playing it, doesn't like dealing with Ladiva. I'm curious to see if Alderon can tap into the things that Prada is particularly weak at in this matchup, or if Prada's going to be able to hold it out.
I gotta bounce and play Blue. I'm so sorry to do
this. It's okay.
Match, but I'll be back.
No worries, we got this. Go, my son. Alright. Letting the intros rock. Interesting choice. Does this game... I never found out. Does this game have the thing where, like, if you let the intros rock, the connection is better? Or is that just, like...
I think it's just melty.
Okay. I was about to say, like, is this just, like, some wives' tale that I've invented for myself?
No, it's just type Lumina.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Prada immediately getting started with setting the trap, getting the plus straight.
I can't believe that clipped. I thought it was going to pop before that.
I'm telling you, brother, she got those cheater buttons.
She does.
Unfortunately, Prada whiffing the 2H in Alderon's face isn't able to really convert off of it in a way that's meaningful. Now he's immediately back.
But she can just dash through there? Oh my god.
She does. It was really unfortunate, too, because that could have been a lot worse for Prada.
Yeah.
Or sorry, that could have been a lot worse for Alderon.
That's that round was pretty much all Prada. I'm curious to see how Alderon's going to change things up.
That's one of the things that Prada just kind of sets up in this matchup. I've called it the Prada zone before, but it's where he's just specifically like, I'm running my set play, I can do what I need to. You don't have, it's up to you to block right. And setting up that low-high kind of side switch mix with the teleport is something that he's really good at.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
But Alderon swinging back. Doesn't go for anything after the headbutt, but Prada using the rush to get out.
I'm actually kind of curious if it seems like Prada just wants to back rush to not deal with the EX headbutt, which I can understand, but is there a way Ladiva can bait it?
So on meaty situations, yes.
Okay.
If you get a hard knockdown and you dash in, you can OS 2L, 2L, and 2U at the same time. And if they do the back shift, 2U comes out and the dash momentum punishes them. But otherwise, you really just kind of have to, got to put a little guessies in it, put some elbow grease, figure out where it works and where it doesn't.
That makes sense.
Alderon getting the knockdown. What's the mix?
Oh, plus frames. Juggler? Oh, no.
That was a bold jump, too, especially to clear the trap. But Prada still managing to make it count.
Nice match. Prada was definitely going to go for another throw. I could feel it in my bones.
Oh yeah, no, that's one of those things. Like that's the normie equivalent of the grappler third command drive. Command grab, Jesus, I
understand. I was picking up what you're putting down.
I really appreciate that, but obviously I can't help myself. So
yeah, Alderon's gonna just be so slow. I feel like.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and this is the thing that has opened Alderon up every single time, is just Prada will try to set something up, go for a teleport, and just immediately call it out. But Alderon's using the setups, Prada back-shifting out, though. And that's the thing about this matchup. Prada, or Cagliostro in general, has the tools to really play keep out with Ladiva and just zone her out. But when you add one of the big things that used to dominate and make Ladiva viable was just one hit was it. You know, you got that EX headbutt into anything, and it's just party time. But now with backshift, you can just pay for the meter to not deal with it. And I think that Cagliostro builds meter enough in a way that she can definitely just let that fly. Calls it out.
Oh, let's go.
Excellent.
Alderon on the board.
Absolutely. Finally taking a round.
Battle 3, engage.
Goes for the immediate lariat, but unfortunately Prada was ready for it, and I think it's one of the things we've seen that a little bit too much in this bracket, so Prada was eventually going to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, stole the corner from there.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna see like the hard to blockables.
Yeah. The throw, that should be it.
GG, shake my hand.
Yeah, the 7 letters.
And that's one of the things that I think kind of defines Prada as a player, especially with Cag, is he's really good at kind of putting you in the strike throw situation or putting you in the low high to deal with traps going up. Makes a lot of effort out of Cag EX teleport being plus on block. So
yeah,
you can definitely see some cheater stuff going on.
Cag has Cag has a lot of instances where they can feel kind of knowledge checky, for sure. As I've been learning, at least, like
she's definitely
learning it. Where I'm like, oh damn, that's plus. Or
she's definitely a knowledge check character, and she's also like, are you watching cooldowns? I hope you're watching cooldowns. Yeah,
that is something I've been increasingly I've started to realize that's kind of like essential. Is just tracking cooldowns, which can it can be tough sometimes if somebody like Prada, for instance, is very good at kind of like managing them and just making sure there's always something up.
Yeah, it's something that kind of came together for me too, is just watching, like I'm used now to watching the meter to hit confirm, or watching some of that in Street Fighter, and bringing that over, and like I'm generally looking at that area anyway just to kind of manage some stuff, but being able to like split difference between walking and moving in neutral and actually seeing the cooldowns is such an important skill in this game.
Absolutely. And it'll help in Street Fighter 6, I feel like, with the drive impact and stuff like that.
You know, I think we're going to see if they choose so. A lot of players who are doing good in this game do pretty decent at Street Fighter. It's obviously a much bigger ocean, but you know, it's not.
Oh, I think so too.
We're not throwing the babes to the wolves.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Also, real quick note while we get our next gamers in here, we do have a matcherino for this evening. The link is in chat. We got 95 people watching, 22 codes. So if you haven't already, and I know there's at least 22 of you that haven't, visit the link, click claim code, put some free money into the pot. If we hit that 150, top 4 gets paid out. Lox, I see you with the $5 direct contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We are getting close to that top 4 payout already.
I know for a while everyone said that 6 was the answer to Metera.
So I think in some ways it is, in some ways it isn't. They both have tools that really play well with each other, but once 6 is in and she doesn't have meter, he just gets to run game until they guess wrong or they guess right. But at this point, I think a lot of the Meteras in the North America, especially having had to sit through weeks of 6 players, just lad the matchup to the point where you really have to be ready to play both the Metera and the Metera player matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, maybe I notice it the most, but I feel like with Metera players, I notice like a distinct difference in how each of them plays.
I think that character is probably like top of the list for character expression in this game. Each of them play a different way, and it makes it really hard to deal with them because you can be prepared for some specific stuff about Metera, but if you try to run it one of the more active Metera, or if you try to run it Senpai the way you would one of the more active Meteras, it's just going to be bad.
Yeah, Senpai has definitely a unique way of just absolutely shutting you down in neutral.
Telling you, my man's playing balloons. He told all of us.
Playing who?
Playing balloons.
Oh. That's how.
There it is. Speaking of height, don't block low, managing to turn this around real quick.
Yeah. What bad matchup? I don't even know, man. I don't even.
It's just the day at the park. My man's chilling.
True.
And we've seen that he's disciplined in this matchup. He played Bloo at Frosty Frostings and did very well. So when you're cooking and like doing that well against like one of the best 6 players in North America, like
offline no less.
Offline no less. What's the setup?
Oh, it doesn't block double overhead. Oh no.
Fuzzy block didn't pay off, and unfortunately now it's time to guess. Goes for the overdrive setup.
And was still
excellent awareness.
Wow. Axon was ready for every single option that HavaNiceDay threw out right there. Was just always at the perfect range to deal with whatever HavaNiceDay reacted with.
And looking at that setup too, Axon positioned himself explicitly in a way that if 6 parried, he had an option to deal with it. So reacting to the follow-up, which does have a little bit of a trail on it, with really good awareness from him on top of the already good awareness he had.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could tell Axon's definitely labbed out how to play around just to make parry not a factor, pretty much.
Yeah, it's something where when I've been playing this matchup, I save parry most of the time for like really obvious block strings or just anti-airing. Like like you can bust out of some of her setups with it, but there's so many ways for them to just layer the pressure and layer it in a way that you are going to get blown up for it, that I'm just like, I'm going to learn to block.
Yeah, right. At a certain point, deep down, you know it's going to have to happen.
Oh no. Have a nice day, bringing out the install.
Finally gets a hit here, too. Oh, I thought Axel was going to get away with it. Still might.
Burned all that meter, but doesn't get the confirm he needs.
Wow.
But manages to capitalize on a bad spot dodge.
Yeah, close heavy. Looks like both hits punished there. HavaNiceDay finally puts a round up on the board.
Yeah, we're starting to see some minor adaptations and things changing there, so...
Yeah, HavaNiceDay is definitely a very strong player. Definitely can't put anything past that. Oh, speaking of which, dive kick going right through the projectiles right there. HavaNiceDay. Oh, go ahead.
Manages to get in. Wasn't timed enough that Hava is able to actually punish anything, but still managed to get a good situation out of it. But Axon immediately resetting the neutral.
Axon's doing a great job of playing around six's cooldowns.
Yeah, Axon really is. Axon can be aggressive when he wants to, but his screen control options make it to where he's really good at kind of backing off or going in, or backing off or going in.
HavaNiceDay though, answering right back. Did not let Axon get a single round that game. That's quite an answer.
Yeah, it's the snapback I was really curious to see, because we've seen Hava been playing this character for like the last 2 weeks, and like I think the skill floor on 6 is not particularly high, but the skill ceiling can be. So we're already seeing Hava just putting the fundamentals and putting the things that he's used from Bubs and Belial and Avatar Belial, making really good use of them with 6.
Yeah, I feel like if you learn a good spread of characters, it'll force you to think differently about certain matchups that at the end of the day will help you across all characters. I don't know. I'm a big fan of.
Doesn't go for the character swap. Takes a little bit of a breather before immediately jumping back in. But I'm curious to see what the adjustments that Don't Block Lower is going to have.
Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, we'll see if we see any reactions on what was a dive kick with the hop. I know
Senpai and Cello are really good at calling that out.
Yeah, it is surgical in how good they are. Oh no! Don't block low gets a hit. Oh, go ahead.
It's something you have to develop fighting this character week in and week out. So
yeah, most definitely. Axon finally able to get something going here. Set up the butterflies. Yeah, finally mixed his HavaNiceDay.
I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like the video feed clipped for us, but I didn't see if Hava got hit low or like an unfortunate mash out. But
yeah, it was ever jump low right there.
Gotcha. Oh, unfortunately whiffs the parry. That gives Don't Block Low the chance he needs to get butterflies set up.
I thought that was going to be a punish.
Yeah, that would have been really fun.
Yes. HavaNiceDay, kind of on their last legs right here. Trying to get something going. Oh, just blocks.
Throw. This is a bad situation to be in.
Has to fake the dive kick right there. Yeah, the chip damage. Oh, no. All right. Still, strong showing from HavaNiceDay.
Absolutely. It's at the end of that set, it was just an unfortunate situation. He was in the corner versus Metera and had to make a couple of decisions, or else he was just going to get chipped out by something.
Yeah.
You can only dodge those arrows so quick.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with 2 butterflies coming at you, like you have to bypass those right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's pressure and mental stack on top of pressure and mental stack.
Yeah. Ooh, so we're gonna see some more Metera actually.
Lord in heaven.
Lord in heaven.
Listen. I promised hype matches. I did not promise character variety.
That's okay.
Also, understandable.
We got a donation, a nice size one. I think we just broke the $100.
Ooh, let's go.
My boy UberCheesecake coming in clutch.
Thank you, Uber. 18 codes left, 95 people. We can knock them out.
We can get that.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, Senpai's definitely going to play Metera here, right? Or are we going to see the Uno maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's a possibility. I think we saw Senpai break that out against Prada. No,
yeah.
Stick with Metera.
Six with a tried and true. I think.
Yeah.
So we do see Senpai bring Uno out a lot, especially for the Shotos. It's one of the characters that just universally does a lot of damage against like Gran and Cat and everyone, but sticking with his guns, I'm curious to see what the decision making is. But Umbi not taking anything and immediately just barreling in.
We have seen Umbi beat SenpaiSpyder before, I believe, if I remember correctly.
It's totally doable. I think she can do it, but SenpaiSpyder is definitely like a wall to be overcome.
Yeah, definitely. This is an uphill battle, even if you manage to take the lead.
Senpai getting the optimal routing. You're going to the corner.
All right, set it up. No butterfly. Oh, there they are. All right. Oh, gets the late anti-air. That is so lucky that that traded. Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. Bad clash. Umbi smells out the rush and spot dodges.
She's been doing a weirdly consistent job of doing that over the last couple weeks. We've seen Umbi punish quite a few rushes like that.
There are a couple of things when SenpaiSpyder has meter that you can usually kind of account for, and oh, SenpaiSpyder, that could have been bad.
You thought that was going to be bad?
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate drop because I definitely think Katalina would have killed.
Yeah. Still, if you're Umbi, that's one of those deals, like, take that a positive light. You got there once, you can get there again.
Absolutely. It's the getting there is the hard part. Executing is the easy one.
Yeah, right? Doesn't always feel like that, but...
Them's the breaks. Senpai going for a little bit more of a measured game, trying not to play specifically in Umbi's kill range, because we've seen what happens when Umbi gets started.
Yeah, and Umbi's starting to turn the tempo up here a little bit, going for some more of these lunges. Oh, there it is. Gets a hit, able to corral SenpaiSpyder into the corner. SenpaiSpyder immediately runs into the TP.
Busting out. Ooh. Is not willing to give up the corner just yet. Oh, that's bad. Umbi. I can say Umbi having really close situations multiple times in this bracket.
See, not over yet. Still has a massive life lead. Oh, not for long. Oh,
that setup was nasty. Went for the cross up and got the empty low.
Senpai's really good at hitting you with these very specific setups, and knows it's been a week since I've showed this to anyone. Let's break this out.
Yeah, we gotta check it. We gotta check them right here.
Yeah, I gotta rotate my already rotating options.
Dude, just a little bit of sauce for flavor.
I feel like that's the really scary thing about SenpaiSpyder is I feel like they're always holding on to more sauce than they let on. You know what I mean? Like, they only break it out in the clutch situations.
Well, Metera, the Metera level 1 stuff that is just really strong in bracket will kill a lot of impatient players, especially when you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can, if your zoning pattern is really good, you can cut through bracket pretty quickly before you get to people who actually are going to force you to play fighting games.
Yeah.
But Senpai switches tone so quickly between just that active slow zoning style and choosing when he's going to pop butterflies and just have a good time.
Yeah, the hit and run style is hands down my favorite. This is kind of why SenpaiSpyder's my favorite there, I think.
Believe in victory. Battle.
I'm a Cello fan, but
Cello is pretty sick.
You have a respectable choice.
Oh man, I don't know, they're all good. It's hard to really have a favorite, to be honest.
Umbi getting a good jump in, managing to take the corner and just melt half of Metera's life in a bad interaction.
Yeah, one more hit is all Umbi's gonna need. Full
That's
cooldown.
a hit.
There it is. All right, so talk about an answer. I came close last game, but here's basically a perfect.
We saw that wall. We captured that wall.
In these thrusts, Umbi is getting so much mileage off these thrusts. It needs to get some more damage off them. No, we've seen a couple drops in the wall bounces.
Some really good callouts from SenpaiSpyder, especially with layering the pressure, layering in the TK arrow to deal with some options that Umbi had, but still managing to holding a life advantage, but has to guess right over the next couple interactions or it's going to go real bad real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, slowing down the pace right here. Oh no, but Umbi has to get in. Ooh, actually,
playing with fire on those, or on the thrust.
know, actually got called out that time. Like, her placement had been really good prior to right there. Is that gonna hit? No.
Oh, goes for it.
Oh.
I think Senpai kind of dialed that out, just trying to cover himself, and it just worked out in the way that it did, or else, because normally I would wholeheartedly expect, like, that would have been the final interaction in that game.
Yeah. Oh, man. And now SenpaiSpyder's on set point. Ooh, okay. Challenge it right after.
So you notice how quickly Umbi has pushed this to the corner in these sets.
Just immediate walk forward, take space. Yeah, Umbi's really good at that.
And I think the kingmaker here, especially for Umbi, is just being able to confidently manage that space. Because every single time we've seen Senpai bust out, and then she has to play keep away and try to get in when she only needed that second interaction to go well after she got the first.
Yeah. Oh, see, case in point, SenpaiSpyder's so good at doing that, though. That's the thing. Like,
it's the DP. SenpaiSpyder does not want to be in the situation.
Oh, Umbi's starting to read some more of these hops than DP. Oh, and there's the overdrive, though. Get off me.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
I really hate how many times we've dropped the "this is bad" in terms of things going on, but that's just how quick Cat can melt you in the corner if things don't go well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of melting,
yeah.
Umbi getting the cross up, converting into the SBA, going to a third game.
That's what I wanted to see. Oh,
yeah,
man.
we're cooking.
Umbi did a really good job of just shaking off that second round. Like, I made a lot of mistakes at the end. Who cares? On to the next one.
The composure she had at the end, especially to kind of make those decisions she did, was incredible. We saw some small dropped opportunities. She had that counter hit far L in the corner, but still managed to clutch it out with him.
Yeah, having a rough time this round, though. SenpaiSpyder is just running this offense, but ooh, okay, this could be huge. Yeah, if Umbi had confirmed that hit, that could have been trouble for SenpaiSpyder, but still stuck in the corner. And that's a punish.
Yeah, Umbi a little too predictive with the offensive rush. Senpai ready for it.
Still has plenty of meter in that overdrive left, though. Oh, no, I was going to say, just has to avoid the hit, though.
All the meter in the world, but you accidentally get clipped by Metera anti-airs.
Yeah. I know that's such like a weird switch to flip too, because like a lot of characters have that ability to just say, okay, I'm gonna use my health as a resource. I don't care if I get hit by the little ones. I just need to get in and run you over.
It also helps that Metera has lower health, so when you gamble health against her, you know that you're technically doing more damage than you would to a normal character.
Yeah, your reward feels significantly higher than any kind of risk.
So like unfortunately, it feels like Umbi's kind of has lost her way of trying to get in, is struggling to kind of create that opportunity rather than try to force the opportunity rather than create it. And Senpai is just smells blood in the water.
Yeah, this is a rough spot to be against SenpaiSpyder.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Still, Umbi manages to. Oh, these far L checks.
Senpai noticing that Umbi just raw spot dodge on the last one was trying to call it out.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunate. Senpai laying down the arrows for pressure, catches Umbi in her pre-jump and just dead. She got a little bit off the air and was immediately clipped back down.
You're quite the fighter.
Yeah, it was just too bad because, man, Umbi had some very clean moments right there.
Umbi, unfortunately, going into the Metera gauntlet, too, has to immediately go to losers and play Nekotech.
Oh, no. Stay. You're warmed up, right? That's how you got to look at this. I'm warmed up now.
You're warmed up. Oh, man. The aftermath of that side of the bracket is going to be fantastic. Got Langston and Blazing Charmeleon and Bumby and Professor Nekotech on the other side. This is going to be a slobber knocker.
Let me actually let me pull up what the bracket looks like so far for everybody. But before I do that, I gotta shill my first to one Fridays because I'm kicking it off with Granblue and I want it to be a blast. So I'm running a first to one single elimination Granblue tournament on Friday. It's $1 to enter, winner takes all. So join, enter, it'll be a good time. Hit people with all the cheapies you've saved up. That's what it's there for. I just want to see people cook with degenerate setups, and I'm gonna enter because it's first to one single elim, so why not? It'll be a quick bracket, even if we get a ton of people. So yeah, stop by.
Yeah, depending on the games, it's like what, 15 minutes? Let's get out of here.
Yeah, like it'll be fast. Like I think people underestimate how fast first to one single limit is.
People into the lobby than it is to.
Yeah.
Also, Imp, can I play on Wi-Fi since it's first to one?
No.
So you still have to like pass our connection test. It's like within reason. It's first to one, but it's not full Kasuge. Not at the moment. Maybe for other games. Maybe eventually.
We're about to see Lowain's Strongest Soldier come out on Friday.
Dude, Shuabu frame one when he's like $1. He's like, the gambler in me says I have to sign up, and he just immediately joined.
Oh, I saw that too. I mean, like Midwest side bet culture. I saw that. I'm like, I want to get some side bets running for that because this is going to be a little ignorant.
That's going to be a separate channel, not in Im's Twitch chat, where we're all just also gambling on all of these first to one games very recklessly.
Every major in the Midwest anime Discord, we have the side bets channel because we know.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
I usually prefer doing side bets exclusively in person, but I don't know. The gambler in me wants to do the online stuff too.
God gave us Venmo. Let freedom ring, brother.
Uber, I think you could.
Man.
I think Ladiva would cook in a first to one potentially. You only gotta win 2 rounds. There's no it's a completely different animal than first to 2 or first to 3.
Bro,
completely different.
I joke about thriving in a first to 2 setting, but me in a first to 1 setting, I'll do all the crazy stuff.
Boston man about to come up here with his 0.5 megabit upload and cause some trouble.
So, funny fact about that, I think all my internet issues are fixed. I tested it last week, and I'm like, I'm getting 200 less down than I pay for. Guy came out, new modem, new cables. I'm good. I got the Ethernet cord I was using was from 2005.
My man's getting upgraded to that DOCSIS 12.
Oh yeah. Yes, I fed the gerbils finally. I was still getting 100 down, but
so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not surprised to see Senpai here, but this was not the matchup I expected to see. Just looking at the way the bracket shook out, but Senpai absolutely ready to have some fun with this Gran. I was playing him last night, and my man's was cooking.
Yes, and Poppy's ridiculous. He has a very strong Avatar Belial too, but this Gran is something else.
Absolutely. And I think I think the way he plays suits Gran. I watched him play Avatar Belial for a little bit, and I mostly know Senpai as a fairy player. So watching him get these confirms and switch to this character, I think a lot of the things that he picked up with Avatar Belial have translated over really well, except now he's not burning health.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
He's burning health, it's just not his. God damn.
Real.
That's a big chunk of butter.
That is a massive chunk of butter right there. And don't block low, actually going down around.
Yeah, a lot of the tournaments that we've seen Don't Block Low enter, he has been very dominant.
Yeah,
it's usually not
around still winners finals.
Absolutely, but Senpai swinging fast and swinging quick. Unfortunately, gets the spot dodge, goes for the whiff throw, and eats it.
That's a hell of an answer back right there. That was just dominant.
Oh, absolutely. But we've seen how explosive both these games can be. I'm curious to see how they shake out.
Just massive whiffs right here. And Axon finally... Oh, no. Runs into the DP, though. Poppy. Finally out of the corner, but this is still a rough situation. Yeah, we're going right back in.
Yeah, to be here, the meteor rush, locking some Poppy down, putting us in a really bad situation.
That was an incredibly cursed setup. Oh, my God. Everything about that was beautiful and scary.
Believe in victory. Battle.
I'm going to have to watch that a couple more times to unpack that, because... my umbrella brain did not process it effectively. Yeah, this is just accent activated right here.
Yeah, that first round went real sour, and I was just like, nope, we gotta clean this up, boys.
Oh man, I feel like that's like really the most dominant runs where Axon loses a game in like one of the first two like rounds of the bracket, and then just doesn't lose after that. Because he's like, come on, gotta clean this up.
Yeah, it's just absolutely one of those things where like you drew a speck of blood, give me them organs, boy.
Hell yeah. Don't send Poppy. This is the power of Send Poppy right here. Never really out of it.
Absolutely, that's the thing with Gran and Cat that I think that, yeah, they were bad last season. Like, there's just no denying that, especially with characters who did what they did better. But they always still had the opportunity to just hit you. And speaking of hitting you, single button hit confirm into SBA.
Man, all right.
Send Poppy taking that round violently.
This is potentially for the set right here, though. Send Poppy cannot lose this next one.
Yeah, doesn't want to be in a bad situation here. But some of these DPs are starting to catch wind.
Wow, just spot dodging through. All right, that works.
That wasn't even a spot dodge. That was the roll into mash. Send Poppy has the bravery of a madman.
Oh no, the butterflies are coming back. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get stuck in the corner.
Axon very quick to bust out.
This is why right here it like recognizes Send Poppy's having a little bit of a hard time getting in. Like once Send Poppy gets in, it's pretty much game over. Oh yeah, Axon's just doing a phenomenal job playing the zoning game right here. Finally going in, immediately backing off, making Send Poppy chase, and that's gonna be the set. Oh wow.
That was just an unfortunate turnaround for Send Poppy. Axon really kind of keyed into playing the keep out and just making him bleed to get in. So at that point, Send Poppy just was put in a bad situation and made the wrong guess.
Man, that's the power of this character and this player, honestly. Don't Black Low does a really good job of reading his opponent's tendencies.
Absolutely. We saw that immediate shift to like proper zoning when it looked like there was a life deficit. So
yeah,
combine that with just explosive setups. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, we talk about SenpaiSpyder's ability to play the hit and run game, but Axon feels like they just, I don't know.
Well, we're about to see it firsthand because we got Senpai versus Xerom up now.
Yes. Wait. Is it
the winner's final classic?
And
it's the first round of top 8 because they're still 2 and 3. Let's go.
Yeah. So
it just keeps happening, boys.
We're either gonna see Xerom run through the Metera gauntlet, or we're gonna see the Metera mirror.
Both of those things have happened before. Both of those things will happen again because time is but a flat circle.
Dude, how are all the Metera players so sick? I don't understand.
They've got like their own private Discord where they just like hash stuff out. They got that character unity. But speaking of, while we were waiting, the bottom half of top 8 filled out. We're going to have Langston and Professor Nekotech and HavaNiceDay and Prada.
That's hype.
Yeah, those are going to be some good ones.
If you told me that I would see and enjoy the same player matchup and character matchup every single week, I wouldn't believe you, because usually that kind of repetition just doesn't vibe with me, but I love this matchup every time.
I mean, I think you're gaslighting yourself, but who am I to tell you how to live, brother?
All right, hell yeah. You know, that's a valid opinion.
Absolutely. Xerom swinging as much as he can. Senpai does not have the meter to bust out or some of the normal options, so Xerom really can kind of play aggressive here without eating too much. Gets the rush to blow up the normal. So the EX slashes there actually pushed Xerom out to a point to where I think Senpai might have been able to challenge, but I don't know if her buttons have the high level of priority that Ladivas do specifically to call that out.
Oh, true. I don't know, that 5L is pretty disjointed.
A 5L only meant for Sora's 2M to counter it.
Oh no, doesn't get the low arrow there. Oh, that might have been a cooldown. I was paying attention.
Yeah, I think that just might have been a misjudge, or just being on stall because of easy input.
It happens.
It really does.
That's gonna go. Oh!
Senpai answering back very firmly after that first round loss.
And like Xerom looked like they were going to run away with that round too, but SenpaiSpyder immediately turned that around and snowballed. That was tight.
Goes for the clash.
Clashes into a trade. I feel like you don't see that very often.
No, that was a really funny interaction.
Yeah. Oh no! Blocks out everything in public sweep.
Senpai got the 2U. Things were about to get funny. Or not. Xerom very aware of his surroundings and willing to deal with it. But jumps into the corner. Is not in the corner.
So good. This is what makes like Xerom kind of a hero in this matchup, is like slow, heavy character against SenpaiSpyder's movement. It is. I don't know.
Okay, Blanca Ball is not slow and heavy. Let's not say things we can't take back.
You're right. That's a fair thing to say.
Now, is this character like busted or like even talked about that much? No. So we're gonna let that one rock. Honest low tier hero.
Yeah, exactly. Xerom's doing a good job with keeping up with the life. Oh yeah, actually holding on to the life lead there. Oh,
yeah, has had some really good interactions, especially because we see Senpai kind of use universal overhead after a string to buy time for anything to really come back up. But
punish. That's dead. Wow. All right, Xerom taking game 1.
Yeah, Xerom ready for it.
Yeah, that was instant too. That was like frame 1. As soon as that flash started, I didn't even recognize it yet. Xerom was already spot dodging.
Yeah, I saw you saw the brief start up, and I think that's just a really smart read from Xerom. I don't think you can necessarily OS there, so that was just wholly like either reacting to the flash or saying I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Either way, it worked out, so no judgment there.
No judgment there, but SenpaiSpyder locking down the corner. This is a bad situation for Xerom to be in, and he made the wrong decision there.
Unfortunate. Basically a perfect for SenpaiSpyder, answering right back. And that's kind of how these games go. It wouldn't surprise me if SenpaiSpyder takes this round in a similar fashion. But
yeah, it would not be uncommon for this to go to last round. We've seen it happen a lot.
I'm almost disappointed that it doesn't.
Senpai answering back pretty strong though, being willing to just swing and make really good decision makings in terms of stopping Charlotta's momentum.
Xerom's got a chance here. Using that block of ball. Oh no, there's that overhead you're talking about.
Absolutely. Senpai managing to late tech and tech correctly. But this is a bad situation to be in, especially against Charlotta. You get hit with that rogue ball or rogue slash, it's over.
Well, players have 100 meter too, so they both have to watch out for overdrive. It almost feels like who blinks first.
It absolutely does, but Rush is it's a really dangerous proposition right here, especially with how Metera's normals can stop Rush.
Yeah, absolutely.
Xerom getting away with murder on that jump, just barely avoids the EX, or the up arrow.
Oh, no punish though? Yeah, has to block it out, doesn't have time to spot dodge.
Yeah, that was really an unfortunate situation. I don't know how well Metera punishes that, but Senpai just kind of had to make the right call there. And speaking of right calls, closes it out with the spare arrow.
There it is. All right, we got one apiece. So we're going at minimum. We're going to final game. Yeah,
will we get final round? Who can say?
I'll say it. We're getting it.
Xerom taking a little bit of a moment to breathe in between sets. That was just tense. So I completely understand the need to just walk away for a second.
Yeah, definitely have to find a way to steady yourself against this character. Metera's not somebody you want to play too crazy against. Especially not when SenpaiSpyder's at the wheel.
Absolutely. But Xerom, taking it back to the character select screen, I'm wondering if this is the rematch error that Senpai was having earlier, or if we're going to see the Beelzebub.
I forgot Xerom has a Beelzebub. That would actually be super hype, but I don't think we're gonna see it, but I can hope.
I think that Xerom should just stick with this. We've seen him play that matchup. We've seen this go his way. A lot of those interactions just didn't. It's one of the things where you see something go right and you see something go wrong, and you have to react to get the right way. And unfortunately, just some clashes did not go the way that Xerom would have liked them to.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple awkward situations off that. The clash into the trade was I'm still thinking about that. That was a fun one.
That was a really good interaction. We saw Xerom immediately learn from it going forward.
Charlotta versus
Oh.
Metera.
All right, here we go. We're getting into it. Yes, little rematch error there.
Absolutely. Xerom King back in. So I'm curious to see how this goes, because one of the big things that we saw in the last couple of matches is Senpai really just getting the right call early on and just putting Xerom in the mix. But Xerom, if he can get the momentum started, he's shown that he's able to lock Metera down and keep her sitting.
Yeah, playing the space control game is huge in this matchup because it really feels like whoever gets the other person in the corner first wins.
That's kind of the thing with a lot of characters who can get in on Metera and being able to make sure that you do the right thing. Looking for the right opportunity and just turning it into a steamroll is kind of optimal strategy right here.
Speaking of which, that's what Xerom's doing right now. Into the meaty overdrive.
Goes for the throw.
Yeah, doesn't bait.
Senpai busting out. Gets the confirm. Oh, that's unfortunate. Doesn't get the spot dodge, but still able to not, still doesn't eat it, which that would have killed if it hit, so Senpai counting blessings.
Yeah, definitely a win. And getting the actual win here. All right.
Yeah, that was a really interesting call-out setup.
Yeah, whatever works. Xerom's got some work to do now. Oh, no. Immediately gets caught jumping in.
Yeah, this is a bad situation, especially because Xerom's going to get the corner, and we've seen how dangerous this corner game can be with the Demon Flip. But doesn't even need it. It gets the normal overhead, putting SenpaiSpyder in a guess for game situation, and boy, that guess went wrong.
Oh my god. That is the momentum killer that could win Xerom this set.
Absolutely. Just a couple of really good decisions turning into a steamroll, and Xerom making it happen. But
again, gets the jump in.
It's also, as we said, last game, last round. Xerom swinging, though, getting the corner locked down and ready to play.
Oh, no. We saw the low. We're seeing the command grab now. This isn't quite going to kill, but you are one hit away from dropping the losers.
Keeping Super on deck, I think, is actually a really good strategy from Xerom.
Yeah.
He probably could have... I don't think he would have killed if he busted out there, and having the threat of OD with Charlotta is just not something Senpai wants to deal with, but deal with it, she's about to.
Xerom ending it with the perfect. Yo, that's hype as hell.
That kind of felt like checkmate because of chip at that point. Like in overdrive, like your normals are chipping too, right? Everyone becomes Nago.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. And Xerom really keyed into how to win those sets. We saw I don't want to say formulaic, but we saw the exact same patterns each time. Identified that it was a weakness, executed it, saw if it would happen again, and boy, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna get to go hang out with Don't Block Low in winners finals, running that Metera gauntlet, like you said.
Absolutely, and I mean,
Metera,
there's like a non-zero chance that Xerom plays another Metera in losers finals.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've got tons of Metera on stream. So we're gonna have Langston versus Nekotech right now. Then we're gonna have HavaNiceDay versus Prada. Then Senpai versus the winner of Langston and Nekotech. And then Senpai versus... Damn, we got a ton of Metera tonight. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Big turnout, big Metera.
That is how it be. Yeah,
Which
so pretty excited to see Langston on stream again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see Langston too, because he is so fun to watch, especially with how he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the mirror against Rowlet was stupid fun, and I'm really excited to see what he has against Nekotech. I'm really excited to see what y'all have to contribute to this match in Reno, because we actually still have 14 codes left.
We got like 100 people watching and 14 codes.
14 codes, and we're really close to that top 4 payout.
Yeah, we are very, very close.
Yeah,
For those of you who don't know, you can see the goal in the bottom right-hand corner. Once we hit 150, top 4 gets paid out. At 320, top 6. At 660, top 8. So definitely use the codes. Help us inch towards that top 4 payout. I know all the gamers would definitely appreciate it.
On top of that, we also have a couple of sponsor quests and opportunities to add more to the pod outside of the free donation that you can do. So take a look at those. We have the survey back from last time. Quick 3 questions in and out. Puts a decent amount in the pot.
What else we got going on? Is there anything else happening this month that people might want to know about?
My mind immediately went to the first one bracket, but there is crossover arc at the end of this month. So you should join both of those and tune into both, to be honest.
For those not in the know, what is crossover arc?
Crossover arc is it's like our 3-day regional that we throw offline in New York. It's March 24th through 26th. We're going to have 6 main games, Granblue, Strive, both Melties, KO of 15, and Uni. $1,000 pop bonus in all those games, plus matcherinos and entries. And it's just going to be a blast. The brackets are pretty big across all the games, which is a ton of fun.
You love to see it, especially for a regional.
Yeah, we had to cap entrance, so we're very close to that cap.
Sheesh. Speaking of sheesh, Nekotech immediately firing off early, getting the hop in and trying to assert some pressure.
I like that they both have the same color palette.
Yeah, at least like this one's not gonna mix me the same way the last one did, so I'm good.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, Nekotech's just one of the offense right now, finding that media overdrive. Yeah, this is a bad spot for Langston. I feel like this isn't a great matchup for Percival either.
The rough thing about this matchup is Percival is going to struggle to get stocks. Yeah. That's not as much of an issue as it used to be, especially now with the rush changes that let him link certain specials and get a bit of more corner carry that he normally didn't. But still has to be really careful with this, and especially like trying to properly stock up against Metera. So you'll find instances where instead of meaty or instead of proper Oki, you just stay back and get stocks. But meaty and Oki don't matter. Langston getting the auto combo into SSBA, closing out the round.
Good stuff. I really thought Nekotech was going to run away with that.
Yeah, that was a really explosive start from Nekotech, but Langston managing to keep calm and collected, closes it out.
I was wondering about the choice to steal like the 3 stock there instead of just like getting right up into Metera's face, but Langston played it patient enough to just get back in.
Yeah, I think that was a really good call for Langston because especially Metera may have had options or had abilities to kind of mess around that you don't want to like play against. So stocking back up, getting your win condition, and just banking on like a bad confirm or a bad hop and just nuking her was a very smart idea. And we saw it work.
Yeah, absolutely. And in a very advantageous position right here.
Lands the command throw.
Oh no, this is bad for Nekotech.
Bad situation, yeah. And Langston can pressure pretty well without being in OD range too. So Percival with those funny strings, but doesn't matter. Single button hit confirms my beloved Langston closing out game 1.
Yeah, that was not an input buffer. That was a clean hit confirm, and Langston has been very consistent with those tonight.
That's something I talk to him about it when he plays. Is that's something he has specifically said that he wants to be very consistent in. Yeah, like, it's a very simple hit confirm. It does a lot of damage. So specifically making sure that his neutral is nice with it. You gotta love to see it, brother.
Hell yeah. Speaking of being nice with it, Langston is like
swinging.
Langston's about to eliminate Nekotech. Nekotech's gonna have to make a big adjustment right here.
Yeah, Nekotech making a good run tonight, eliminated Umbi, but unfortunately in a bad situation right now.
Oh,
Langston, we DP those.
That's like the 3rd one he's reacted to, too.
That's using the spacing trap, calling out Nekotech, getting that damage. And this is where Langston wants to be.
So Nekotech did read that string. Langston like threw that little string of offense out almost the same way last time, and Nekotech ready to
goes command throw.
Still, this is gonna hurt.
That routing, I've never seen that. And that's
that was
it.
pretty
Call
cool.
it out.
Wow. Okay, Langston, talk about turning up the heat.
Yeah, that first round went real bad, and then Langston just decided to turn it up a little.
I've never seen that combo off of the command grab.
Yeah, that was so sick.
It's cool, right?
But now we're going to get a Shoto Smackdown, Senpai versus Langston next up. Well, not next up for you all of you, but that's in this bracket path.
Yeah. Senpai might even break out Avatar for that matchup. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that I would do that against Percival.
Yeah. No, maybe not. Damage potential is a little too...
Yeah, you get hit the wrong way, it's going to go real bad real quick.
Also...
Especially if you've already spent... Sorry, go ahead, Em.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying something, especially like if you've already, you know, had to spend a bunch of your health on specials. That's,
yeah. We got a
what
ton of
happened there?
donations. We got a ton of donations. We got Blazing Charmeleon with the 10. We got Gran with the 48. Dr. Sauce with the 5. Closing on 200 now. Let's go.
Yeah, we hit the 150. Halfway there to 320 to get the top 8 payout.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so whoever wins, actually this next round will officially be in the money. That's exciting.
Yep.
But we got to get through HavaNiceDay and Prada first. This is going to be a lot of fun. So,
yeah, I think this is going to be a slobber knocker.
Who's Prada picking? Oh,
Cagliostro.
Okay.
Oh man, have a going with the counter pick. I was curious who he's gonna play, and I'm not disappointed.
No, not at all. This is interesting. We don't get to see this matchup a lot either. There's not a lot of bubs around. I feel like Prada and kinda played semi recently though, and kinda made Prada work for it. I think Prada ultimately ended up winning, but I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, this is a matchup that he's familiar with.
So this is a matchup that's universally agreed to be really bad for Cagliostro.
Yeah.
Bubs has a lot of really good ways to navigate her traps. Can shut down some of her offense. Karna can pull people in. There's a lot of options to not interact with the things that makes Cag strong.
Yeah, like that right there. Dive kick. And beats projectile, beats traps. Oh, no!
Granblue handshake.
Oh, you hate to see that. And
that's unfortunate. Shimmy a little bit to get the routing just right.
Bad spot. Yeah, okay. Gets a tick throw off that. Yup, good timing. Another one. Prada techs it. All right. That little bit of chip is going to put Prada on throw range.
Prada trying to take the zoning approach, but HavaNiceDay just has the health to endure.
Yeah, playing this super safe too. Not overcommitting even though they have a massive health lead. Yeah, look at this chip. Oh, no.
Oh, that was a bad decision. Prada putting themselves in a way where they can be easily chipped out, but Hava getting away with murder there. Back shifting out of the setup, but
Prada's able to get this going though. Wow.
Prada building that meter back quick.
Okay, that was honestly incredible.
Prada going for the hard call out, doesn't get it, but still keeping pressure up very quickly, and has OD, so doesn't have to worry about chip now.
And he's the karma, but the dive kick is what ends up taking it. Yo, that whole round was wild.
So we saw that early dive kick, and then not a whole lot. We saw Hava make more use of slashes for that, but pulling it out at the end to grab it. You've been by my side all along.
Yeah, just breaking it out when it counts.
Absolutely.
A lot of getting the poke out there. And HavaNiceDay canceling out that trap dive kick again for the plus frames.
I really like how Hava is using backshift to just not interact with Cagliostro traps. Bubs has the movement options and the ability to kind of play around with teleports and Karna, and as we saw earlier, dive kick to not interact with it. So burning that meter to just... You don't necessarily need that meter to burn to get in, and Bubs hits just hard enough without his super, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, man, but chip is going to be off the table for HavaNiceDay right here. Prada doesn't get clipped by the... Oh, no. Oh, that went downhill fast.
Unfortunate. I think the range for Karna just wasn't what it needed to be.
Yeah, to be honest, I expected HavaNiceDay to just hold that pressure right there. I wasn't expecting the technical poke out.
Absolutely, and now we're tied up 1-1. Oh, Prada manages to get away with murder. Rolls out, does not get hit by that DP.
Wow. Yeah, talk about tight timing, right? Like, that's crazy.
I saw that, and I was just like, oh, he got cooked, and I'm like, no, he did not.
I blinked and I missed it completely.
Prada, bad jump, it's gonna hurt.
yeah, charge it up.
Yeah, HavaNiceDay getting a little bit of space, letting some cooldowns buy back. I think that's actually... Oh, I did not know that his fireball did that.
I was literally just thinking that, yeah. Which makes sense, like, this is not a good matchup for Cag, but I had no idea they figured out the high.
Yeah, I did not either. Like,
crazy.
We're gonna see them clear low traps later in the night, and I'm just gonna lose my mind.
Absolutely.
These two just kind of taking gutsy swings at each other. I really like what I'm seeing.
That's how the first round ended too. Like,
bad teleport. What's it? Guess for game.
You gotta hold this, bro.
Prada rushes out. Hava scouted it. Got the jump in. Calling it.
Called it out with the button on the way back down too. Like, man, that's just good reactions. Have a nice day. Definitely showing us why they earned their spot in top 8 here.
Absolutely. Hava blowing his every cooldown he has.
Hey, you're playing. Are you kidding me, dude? How do you do that twice?
Oh my god. Prada is getting away with murder, and now it's going to count.
Oh, wow.
Hava in a bad position, but manages to jump and avoid the EX teleport.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's teleport working out, but Prada... Oh, no. HavaNiceDay still taking the turn back, but runs into the overdrive. This is bad, and that's dead.
Prada really looking out here like, oh, did you think you were going to bust out? Check this out.
Were you having some confidence after that first game? Let me do something about that.
Let's have a little bit of a talk. Come on and sit on my lap, son.
Yeah,
but
see,
now,
they hit it so
back
much
in that mid-screen range where we've seen Prada do really well, but Hava finally hitting with a DP.
Oh, so strong. Just skip it all.
Absolutely. No. Oh, and that's one of the other things too. Bub's got a lot of really interesting combo opportunities from Rush, especially off something like a Far H or any of his other setups. Because normally it used to be that Bub's Far H, the only thing you could really confirm into was super. But now with Rush, you can actually close in, get proper corner carry.
I love that. Rush has been a very welcoming addition from a combo perspective.
Yeah, I think it allows a lot of characters to really redefine how they use their cooldowns and how they orient their pressure, which I think is just good for the game in general.
Absolutely. Lets you cycle cooldowns too if you're one of those characters that really relies on using them for neutral and damage.
Prada letting HavaNiceDay get away with a lot of just raw charges in his face.
Still, oh man, has him stuck down in the corner, but instantly mashes out. Oh, HavaNiceDay's on taking this.
Prada starting to turn some of these options around on HavaNiceDay too. Like, we're seeing a lot of the backshift and a lot of different options just so that way Prada doesn't have to deal with specific pressure.
Prada is really good at doing backshift at the far heavy and hitting you for a lot of damage.
Got the 2L, didn't follow up, went for the redash pressure, and it just did not work out.
Oh, no punish on the ants here. Basically a safe jump. Oh no!
Oh, that was unfortunate. That trade.
Is this?
No, it's not dead, but it's close.
Yeah, there it is. Wow. Have a nice day taking it 2-0 over Prada. Yo, that was a crazy game.
Yeah, deep run in meaty crouching or meaty 5L is just. In that situation, I think that was really good. Lets you react if anything goes weird, and you're not necessarily risking on a throw against a player who is jumping a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I don't know. I'm very consistently impressed with what I'm seeing from HavaNiceDay every time they enter bracket.
That's true.
Yeah, Hava's just my boy Hava's gaming, just big chilling.
OrijinTree back in the chat. Yo, what up, Tree?
Oh, he plays Senpai next. Wait, this bracket is... I would not have called this bracket today, to be honest. If
this has been a
if I had to guess. Yeah.
This has been a wacky one, and I'm really curious what we're going to see tomorrow in TNS.
Yeah.
TNS bracket is huge.
Absolutely. I think it was sitting at 77 last time I checked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. So, winners finals, don't block low and Xerom. This next one's going to be a lot of fun. Senpai versus Langston. And, of course, SenpaiSpyder and Have a Nice Day. So, do you think Senpai's going to be sticking with the Gran? Or do you think we could potentially see a parry?
I'm calling the Gran.
The Gran's been cooking. Like, some of his confirms have just been really, really on point.
Actually, no. I'm thinking about this, and I remember that Percy has kind of the similar issue with Metera with Fairy that he does Metera, where it's going to be hard for him to get stocks consistently. So I'm really curious to see. I do think it is a toss-up.
Okay, I'm here for it. Yo, what's up, Prada? Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Good run tonight.
Bringing in a crisp party of 13.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
it's great.
And hey, if you're one of those 13 people, we do have a Matcherino, and we do have some codes you can use. Just keep that up here.
It's true.
Believe in victory.
All right.
Battle.
Man, all right.
Yeah,
see if
here's the
Langston
Gran.
can use this this run.
So I'm going to tell you right now, I think a lot of this matchup is just going to be how well Langston controls Crazy. And I say that, and then Senpoppy gets the run in anti-air and just immediately gets the corner.
Oh, this is the wrong special right there. And Senpoppy finally gets a hit. It's going to get damage.
Yeah, and Langston's in a one-touch situation, and he confirmed that Senpoppy's getting dead.
Oh, wow. Langston actually wasn't ready for that far medium to hit. I thought it was going to be a close medium. Damn.
Yeah, that was just... I think that's expecting one thing and the other, and it not happening.
Yeah, I get that. It's a full move. And that's a whiff punish. Ooh, taking a stock too. All right.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one, but I think Percy needs stocks in this one to do big damage. But
yes, speaking of big damage, yeah, just okay. Opted for it again.
Actually, no. I'm thinking about that now. That might have just been an input error.
Yeah, it could have been for sure.
Absolutely. Senpoppy charging.
Langston has to kind of respect that too. Like, oof.
That was one of the things they buffed about Gran in the last patch is they made L boot a little bit better to use. Or no, it was his medium boot that I think got changed. But they made it so his pressure's a little less linear and he can actually kind of get some really good spacies. So he's got better options now, but this is what I was wanting to see from Langston. Just calm, collected, hit that button into Stinger, call it a day.
Absolutely, put a round of their own on the board. Oh no, another hit. Oh, just 3 in a row. Finally gets the full confirm off it for another stock.
Oh man, also manages to get the optimal crouching combo too, that 5 hit.
Frame trapping.
Yeah, we've seen this a lot from Senpoppy. He'll go for kind of something that's like minus-ish, and then immediately DP after. I think it's had a 100% hit rate so far.
Yeah, it has been doing a really good job of peppering it in like only when they need it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too. I think the proper option there is just to kind of maybe get a little bit of space on Gran because he's going to be safe enough that you don't really get too good of a punish. I think a lot of characters don't really get light punishes correctly. So unfortunately, like maybe better just to kind of walk back and reassess that situation or just wait and watch for the whiff DP.
Yeah, absolutely. We have seen that Senpoppy is willing to let that thing rip tonight. So
bringing out the fairy.
Here we go. This is exciting. All right.
This is what I thought I would see when we first started, is especially with kind of the control that Fairy can do in this matchup. But, you know, she also can like try to hit a button and get just immediately crushed by Percy's. So,
I don't think I've ever actually seen Senpoppy's Fairy.
I've seen it play a little bit. He's really good as like a mixed Fairy. He'll get a hit in the knockdown and just start cooking.
Yeah, all right, now we're talking. DP right out of there? Yeah.
Absolutely. Langston not wanting to play this game. That's what I was talking about earlier. We're just going to see like some funny trades, especially with how Percy's buttons and Fairy's hitboxes hit.
Yeah. Oh man, Langston is able to save 2 stocks here.
Oh, that was so unfortunate.
That was ultra cursed.
That really was. Like, I saw it and I was like, oh, this is going to be really cool. And then just the put on the brakes, no fun to be had here.
Oh, you get to feel great for getting the whip punish, and then, oopsies, you're too far away.
Yeah, Langston has to be really careful now because, like, a stray hit from Fairy is definitely going to... Oh, goes for the install. Doesn't get the follow-up, though.
Wow. Okay, yeah, still gets the kill. I was going to say that was almost kind of bad for Senpoppy, but...
The instant overhead back. Bringing it out, the instant overhead still working 2 years later.
Yeah, right.
But
still good.
We're definitely seeing a little bit more of a control play style from SenpaiSpyder, and I think that's the right thing here too, because Langston's trying to control, specifically like control a certain level of space where he can get the hit confirmed into Stinger. So Fairy playing outside of that and just not letting him do what he needs to do is really good strategy.
Yeah, and if SenpaiSpyder can at the same time find a way to deny Langston these stocks, it can be game-changing.
That was such an unfortunate interaction right there, especially considering, I don't know if... So she only gets counter hit, or she only gets button into whip on counter hit. So had the right idea for the DP punish, just not the... not the right...
Oh no, Langston could have killed off that. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's been a game of, like, wrong kills, but Langston swinging back hard.
So ready with that sweep into the Stinger. Man. Ooh, scary whiff there, but yeah, it just has to kind of play this mid-range, get shut down by GG.
Absolutely. And this is what I'm talking about earlier, where SenpaiSpyder just using the whip normals to just not even interact with far M, taking away one of Langston's more consistent damage.
Yeah, poking with far H is definitely a lot scarier for Percival with far M, so.
Oh, it 100% is. But we saw it right there, far M into Stinger. There goes the 30-year health bar.
Yeah, oh, and here's the install, too. Oh, no.
No follow-up from it. Langston has to press this advantage. Keeping Fairy from using her install basically wastes a lot of her meter and means that she doesn't get to do a lot of fun combos. But that was a bad DP, Langston making a couple of them.
Yeah, not really getting punished too bad for it, though. Like, kind of worth it to bleed out the rest of that time, though. Still in a bad spot. Oh, no.
Yeah, this is not a place Langston wants to be, and now he's in chip-out range. We're going to see it, and probably just going to start throwing DPs.
Right? That's what I'm worried about, but... Oh, okay, Langston.
This is going to be interesting. Goes for the stock up. I think that's a really good idea, but has to be careful. GG's coming out.
I was going to say, I think has to, yeah. I think they just needed to go in, like, stocks or no stocks, risk it on a command grab or something like that, because as soon as you back off, that just opens you up to chip. Your health's just so low.
Yeah, but you're also playing a situation where a DP, even if blocked, will kill you. So I understand. Yeah, I understand why Langston maybe didn't want to get more on that.
That's fair.
SenpaiSpyder tying it up.
Oh, there's the command grab. All right, we can do just DP ender. Yeah, I like that. Take
stock up. Unfortunately, eats the GG for his troubles.
Still takes the 3 and still has a massive life lead though, so it's not a total loss.
Yeah, no, those 3 stocks, honestly, 2 now, but those maybe, as I say,
only needed
all
one.
He needed to close it out. Langston going to match point.
Damn, all right, character switch not working out for SenpaiSpyder here so far in game 3. Oh no. Yeah, there's 5. Technically punishes, but doesn't really get anything off of it. And now Langston is going to be able to just hold SenpaiSpyder here in the corner. Yup, air to air.
We're seeing it. Langston trying to control corner. Goes for the funny guy meaty, but unfortunately gets poked out of it.
Just gets the far and hit confirm again.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, 100%. You got the good routing?
Unfortunate. Doesn't get the follow-up for it. I don't think Super would have killed there, so Langston probably went for what he thought would work.
Yeah,
but
for
Langston
sure.
Taking that last game pretty dominantly too.
Yeah, that was super clean. SenpaiSpyder, like, you know, found a little traction at first in that first game where they switched to Fairy, but Langston's adjustment game is always very strong, and I think that comes with part of building that fundamental base is
yeah, the longer you let Langston kind of get into your habits and start feeling how you play, the worse that set's going to go. He is so dangerous in a long set, which can be unfortunate for brackets, but we saw the adjustments kick in real quick tonight.
Yeah, and we're gonna see more of that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna thank Diaphone for the massive raid. I hope you guys had a great stream.
Yeah, thanks for the raid, Diaphone. We appreciate it.
Yeah, glad to see you're still supporting some Granblue. Appreciate it. And if you're just coming in, of course, we still got some codes left this match. Reno.
Oh, dude.
How many we got left, Imp?
We have 4 left, and now we have a bunch of people watching. So
yeah, I just saw 295 people enter this chat room. Come on, guys, let's pay some taxes. We gotta get up to that 320.
Yeah, for those of you just joining us, we have stretch goals for all our matcherinos. We hit top 4 payout at 150, but the next goal is 320. So we got some codes left. We got a bunch of sponsor quests, and of course, we're open to direct donations. So if anybody that was chilling out watching Diaphone play Granblue wants to support any of the gamers in our bracket tonight, the link is in chat.
And again, we thank you all for showing up. I hope you all enjoy the show we put on. But right now, we're going over to SenpaiSpyder and Have a Nice Day.
Yeah, I did not expect this to be losers quarterfinals, to be honest.
Yeah, like top 8 round 2 losers match is funny for Senpai. It's not a place you see him often, but now has got a pretty stacked road ahead of him, if we're being honest.
So Have a Nice Day is the only one so far to have taken a game off of Don't Block Low. I believe we had that on stream,
we did.
I think we're gonna see the 6 again. Yep. And we'll see if SenpaiSpyder's got what it takes to overcome. Axon honestly like had a pretty clutch game 3, but
the Uno.
Take it. Yeah, okay, so that was a possibility too, but this might almost be better for Have a Nice Day. I don't know. That's hard to say.
I don't know.
We'll see. So I do think that 6 does really well against this character. A lot of his multi-hitting stuff lets him control space and control pressure in a way that it's a little bit harder for someone else. But it's just a matter of like getting into. You have to be. 6 has options to navigate this that a lot of characters don't. So actually bridging in and being able to play the matchup is important.
Yeah, that being said, Anre has some pretty big buzz that you have to play around. And of course, the good old projectile canceling beak driver. Oh no, but Have a Nice Day. Already in. Here we go.
You saw it, that insanely far-reaching far H from Uno is just peak ridiculous.
Yeah, especially if you're not used to playing around that, you can kind of run into a brick wall real fast.
And it's way faster than it looks too, and it's hard. Yeah. Like the best option is really just to call it out with spot dodge, but easier said than done, especially in a net play environment.
True, very true. Both players like traded their hits back and forth. Pretty even game so far, but Have a Nice Day still in the corner right here. Could spell trouble for SenpaiSpyder. There's one. And there's the second one, all right.
Yeah, that was a really good call out from Have a Nice Day. We've seen Senpai get really liberal with the parries throughout this game, and I think Have a Nice Day. Hava has clued into them very well.
And that's something we've seen Have a Nice Day do pretty much all night so far that we've seen them on stream. The adjustment game is always strong.
Yeah, the set with Prada was really interesting, especially kind of the back and forth, but when Hava snaps into it and when he starts to set rounds up, they go quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're playing the 6 character.
You see the adjustment round, and like sometimes he wins, sometimes he doesn't, but everything after is just swinging.
Oh, that was so smart from SenpaiSpyder. Absolutely just nullifying that projectile. Finding a way to get it to overdrive too. Okay.
Yeah, smart of Have a Nice Day too, leveraging the parry movement options against Uno just to get in and play.
Dude. These two are so good. I am so here for this.
Yeah, this has actually been a lot more interesting set than I'm used to, but Senpai quickly picking up the pace and stopping Hava from playing.
That's the downside about throwing out those big buttons. You can get jumped in on. But still, SenpaiSpyder like doesn't even seem like they're really at, under pressure when they're on defense. It's crazy.
Unfortunately, doesn't get the proper punish on the parry, and Senpai back in control.
Yeah. Definitely have to make the most of those moments. Oh, but Have a Nice Day. Okay. Get something going here.
Senpai immediately back rolling out. Not wasting meter, not trying to do anything fancy. Just I'm gonna hold on to this meter. I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, it's one of these deals like I haven't shown this option tonight. Let's throw it out. I'll get my one use out of it.
Oh. Have a Nice Day, mashing out. That could have been really bad, but
there's the
Senpai pops OD. Immediate. Oh, it's gonna hit too. No, I was wrong.
That's incredible.
I have never seen that. Like, that super is really good as kind of a call out, especially when you see someone wind something up after OD. But that's the first time I've seen it just not hit.
Yeah, I was quite sure that was going to Have a Nice Day. SenpaiSpyder is too clean at this. Too sick.
My boy is cooking. Like seeing the spicy Uno come out, And especially now that he's 1 round up, he's put Hava in a really interesting situation. We may, you know, we can see Hava switch to Bubs. But
I think that's what Hava's thinking about. Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's what he's thinking about too. But you think about that and like, if he wins, Senpai has the character switch too.
Yes,
and that's why.
Yeah, you got to think ahead.
Especially this late into bracket, those are the things you have to think about. But the big thing we're thinking about is Senpai just been getting hit with the rematch glitch all night. It's super unfortunate.
That sucks. Oh well. All right, we're good now.
Yeah, we're good. Pack it up.
Rising's coming soon, folks. I promise.
Listen, man, I've seen what's been going on with the Guilty Gear Strive. I'm not too hopeful there.
What, with Strive or with Rising?
With like with bug fixes in general.
Oh.
It's a new game though. There's a PS5 version and everything.
So it'll be new bugs.
That's exciting, you know?
They're all gonna be in Fall Guys though. I can feel it.
Excellent.
So I'm just gonna be T-posing 420% of the time.
That's just the Fall Guy. At that point, that's just the Fall Guys meta.
Yeah. 100%. My God. All right. So HavaNiceDay is looking like they're starting to find some footing here. And of course, Light is... Oh, okay. Finds the OD spot after the knockdown.
Immediately busts out with that, but have a strong life lead. This isn't going to kill, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, definitely going to put SenpaiSpyder on throw range here. Gonna have to think about Six's very strong strike throw game. Okay, takes the first one. Dive kick. Oh.
Immediately mashes out of it. Hava's conditioned that to show that SenpaiSpyder, he's not scared. He'll wait it out. Senpai not doing anything, gets caught by the mash.
Yeah, especially the risk reward right there. SenpaiSpyder wasn't going to be able to get a corner combo, so the punish wouldn't be that bad. So Hava's like, yeah, I'll gamble around right here. Absolutely. I could win.
Going for the throw setups, trying to set something up, but Senpai noticing it and busting out quickly. We saw a really strong last round from Hava, and he has the opportunity to run it back. This is going to hurt.
Yeah, this is big trouble for SenpaiSpyder.
Opting to go ahead and like squeak out every little bit of damage he could. This is going to be really interesting because, you know, it has a couple interactions and Senpai has to play around meter really well. Goes for the hard call out using the dive kick bait, but now SenpaiSpyder's at the driver's wheel. Hava has to be careful.
The delay on the overdrive right there from SenpaiSpyder was next level. That was
Hava was betting a little bit of life there. He had the lead and he's been playing well, so I understand, but Senpai ready for it.
Oh no, that's it though! Whoa! Oh my God. I really thought SenpaiSpyder was gonna zone out the whole time. It just
we didn't get the punish. Or I don't think we got the punish on that. I think he just got.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh man, yo. Now SenpaiSpyder taking a moment to think. Okay, so we know SenpaiSpyder has the tech to deal with this menace right here named Six. Are we gonna see the Metera, or is SenpaiSpyder just getting the heart rate down and thinking, okay, what's the new game plan?
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier, but this is the benefit of taking that first game is you can counterpick the counterpick.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we gotta ask the real question: is this a moment of thinking, or is this that glitch?
Who's to say, really? You know, not me. Okay, it's the character switch. All right, Metera is coming out, the trademark from SenpaiSpyder. I think on paper this is probably a bad matchup for Metera, but SenpaiSpyder's just sick with it. You could say they've got that dog in them. You know?
We mentioned it earlier. I think this is just a matchup that Senpai has played week in and week out nonstop, and it shows in how he handles it.
Absolutely. Like right there, using the butterflies, walk up, take space. Ooh, have a nice day. Not
calls out the hop with EX slashes, but doesn't get anything off of it.
We saw
Metera immediately busting out, goes for the TP or TK arrow. Lord.
TP arrow.
That's what I was talking about earlier. It's one of the reasons I'm really kind of shaky on using parry to deal with some of Metera setups. Is Senpai was waiting for it.
Yeah.
And now has to be really careful. Have a nice day. Can pop OD if he's smart, but I say smart, but if he sets up the right situation. But opts to go to rush to get the corner. Unfortunately, it does not pan him out.
Just Metera 2M. Sometimes that is that's the answer.
Absolutely.
Right, This is a set point for SenpaiSpyder right here. Have a nice day. They're off to a good start, but they're going to have to honestly end this round quick.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. We need to see a counter adjustment from Have a Nice Day. We saw him kind of take the momentum and start shifting things in his favor last game, but Senpai is not letting him have it this one.
We see this every week, like how well you do in this match is really determined by how well do you deal with SenpaiSpyder using Zephyr to get out of the corner.
Yeah, and we've said it before, but SenpaiSpyder loves to do everything in the corner except block.
True.
And like that's a compliment.
Yes,
he's really
absolutely.
He's really good at his options and really good at being able to level the best way to get out. But man, unfortunately, Have a Nice Day's run-ins here.
Still out
Pretty
of 6th,
run.
very strong showing.
Absolutely.
And now it's this is gonna be another fun one. Langston versus SenpaiSpyder.
Yeah, this is
first, but that's gonna be a banger.
I'm really excited to see that one.
Let me change the room settings before people hop on. Actually, I know people have already hopped on, so I'm just gonna
Just nuke the room.
yeah.
Just nuke it.
It's the easiest way.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
While I do that, though, I'm gonna let you guys shout out the match arena.
Yo,
Okay,
there's
so-
$171 redos in there right now, and we need your help to get just a few more in there. And Seth's gonna tell you why.
So Match Arena, what it is, it's a free service. Lets you put in a specific number of claim codes every week with the contribute button. Our great viewers clocked out all 50, but we still have sponsor quests on the other side down here. A couple of things like a quick survey puts a chunk of change in the pool. 3 questions, in and out, you're done. A couple of subscribe to YouTubes to get that too, but that's free. It takes a couple of seconds, and it puts money in the hands of our players. As you can see in our goals, Granblue has already hit the top 4 payout with $150, and we're 53% on the way to the 320 for top 6.
Another way to contribute, if you scroll down a little bit of the match arena, you'll see a little marketplace, little shop going on there.
Oh, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
directly from Imp's eShop.
Imp,
Which you can get from Twitch chat.
show us some of this merchandise. I'm trying to. I'm wanting to look full. I'm wanting to look good when I go out next.
So-
I want to see the Imp fit.
I got the thing for you. I'm wearing it right now. It's the MWA hoodie. Let me tell you, this thing.
Oh, that hoodie's sick.
Yeah.
I'll show it to the chat after winners finals, since both gamers are in here.
Understandable.
But damn, this was winners finals last week too, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Don't Block Low and Xerom. Dude, Xerom is just destined to meet Metera in winners finals every single week.
Hell yeah.
It is what it is. Like at the end of the day, these two just kind of swing in and swing out. It is tale as old as time. This is really what we've seen over kind of like the past little bit, especially post Frosties, is just always seeing 2 Meteras and Xerom in the top 3.
True. Oh man. And the Meteras rotate sometimes. It's my favorite.
Yeah, you never know which one's going to be there.
SenpaiSpyder's usually a safe bet, but we've seen plenty of weeks where that doesn't happen.
Yeah, with this game, especially with the right bracket path, sometimes your RNG just isn't good, and you roll bad twice in a row.
And then you have other runs where, like, somebody who usually barely makes top 8 takes out, like, 3 or 4 killers on the road up there. It's wild, the disparity between some of these.
We saw that tonight with SSK. Took out Regale, Max Sama. Unfortunately stopped at Hava, but
Hell of a
still
run.
making it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, no, the back shift gets called out. Wow. Don't Block Low. Straight good punch right there. Xerom should be able... is that going to kill?
That's dead.
Oh, yeah. All right. There it is.
That super hits so hard.
Yeah, that's true. But friggin' Charlotta always hits harder than I think she's gonna. It's very annoying. Ooh, it's time.
Absolutely. Xerom just swinging out pretty quickly. Oh, no. Sorry, we had a little bit of lag on the commentator side.
Okay, cool. You saw that too? All right.
Yeah, I was just like, I was a little bit scared.
Sometimes it's on my end, so I'm like, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, no, I got hit with it too, so you're not alone on this one, big dog.
That makes me feel a lot better. Oh, and there it is. Oh, rush from Metera is just so strong in this matchup. But Xerom, oh,
it calls out the TK arrow too. That was a really funny interaction.
Yeah, Xerom's pretty good at using that Charlotta ball as a movement option.
I think you have to be, you really have to be for Metera in this matchup, especially because if you see a bad butterfly call, that's just your most consistent way to get in and do damage.
Absolutely. Oh, once again, trying to call out the back shift, but SenpaiSpyder ready, or don't block low ready for it that time. Damn.
We're getting them confused, man. There's too many.
They're all good, too.
It's unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate they're good players, but unfortunate that our eyes don't work good.
Yeah, true. If only I paid attention harder. Damn.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I didn't get glasses until I was like 28. I'm messing up.
Oh man, I don't have an excuse. I've had them for most of my life.
Absolutely.
Nope. Oh no, is that gonna hit? No.
Gets the spot dodge and immediately.
So don't block low is actually the first one to punish that super all night. I feel like every other time we've seen it, it's gone unpunished.
We've seen Xerom do really hard callouts with it, and like the success rate speaks for itself.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Xerom has just a knack for making things hit.
That interaction after the DP was really interesting because Xerom got the counter hit, and I was just curious of like, is there a follow-up to this, or what we got going on here? But
yeah.
Unfortunately, don't block low mashes out, taking the momentum away.
Xerom's got great DP timing. You're finding the perfect spot before the butterfly, after the butterfly.
And so this is what I think we need to see from Don't Block Low. We're already seeing it a little bit, but like this game is running at Xerom's pace, and
yes.
Taking a moment, getting that taken care of, and just getting out of there. So, yeah.
Xerom's one of those players. If you try to play their game, you will lose. Like, don't do it.
This is not where you want to be in that, because now he's got the corner control, and this is a bad place to be in against Charlotta.
Oh no!
There it is.
Charlotta. Oh yeah.
You want to know why it's bad? That's right there.
There it is. Wow, and this is, oh no, it's winners finals. All right, first to three. I almost missed myself right there.
Yeah, we're not on tournament point yet, but the way Xerom's playing, this could go by real quick.
Yeah, Xerom's always got that possibility of just steamrolling whoever's playing.
We saw it with SenpaiSpyder earlier. Like, he just had 2 rounds where he was right every time, and it went quick.
Yeah.
And speaking of, right now.
Yeah, you got one more. Oh,
no,
this is gonna kill.
Yeah, that's dead. Xerom going up with a quick 2-0.
And like Axis started to get something going there too, but Xerom shut it right down. So, well, like we talked about Xerom steamrolling people, but like Don't Block Low has been known to do that as well. And Xerom is just daring them to make an adjustment right here. Look at this.
Yeah, Don't Block Low has the ability to tempo shift really well, but it's, I think there's a little bit of like obvious comfort when he is just in and in and in. Like, running setups, running offense, just not letting you play, but Xerom's taking that away very well.
I think we're seeing a little bit of a confidence boost with that anti-air. And Don't Block Low, finally able to get some offense going. Cycling these cooldowns very well, too.
Yeah, has to maintain the corner pressure against Charlotta, but unfortunately gets a bad jump in. I don't think it's going to hit into super, but it puts Don't Block Low in a bad situation.
Oh, no, that rightly should have killed. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, didn't get the. I don't think that Charlotta was in a position to get the confirm into arrow there, so unfortunately the situation went bad. And speaking of bad, this is tournament, or sorry, this is set point for Xerom. Don't Block Low has got to bring something out.
Yeah, this is not. Oh my god, I really thought this was going to be a lot closer, but it's not over yet. I can't say that. Oh no.
That is such an interesting call out for that. Xerom, match awareness is insane right now.
You don't see Xerom going for a lot of like demon flip stuff and pressure. Like Xerom uses it in places you are not ready for, and that's why it's so effective.
Yeah, and it's absolutely Xerom is just trying to get out of here. Like, I don't want to sit in the corner against Metera. I don't want to deal with the whack butterfly setups. Let me leave.
Get me out of here. Has 100-meter too. Oh no, that's gonna be enough.
Oh yeah, no, even with the meter on deck, that was it. Dunzo, RIP. Hava taking, is this the first round is this the first round the Axon is taking?
No, Axon got one in the first or second game, I think, but only one. I think it's only the second one.
Xerom just push into the corner as fast as he can. Doesn't want to let Don't Block Low get the momentum or start counter taking adjustments. The longer this gets dragged out, the worse this is going to get.
Yeah, for sure. Xerom needs to close this out right now. Yeah, look at this. All right, Don't Block Low. Finally able to put a game up.
Signs of life.
Not over. Yeah. Oh man. All right. And starting to do a little bit of that.
To you, Xerom busting out just as hard.
Gets, oh
yeah. No. Still has the bottle. Ooh, that was a really interesting meaty choice from Xerom, but saw it. Don't Block Low wasn't ready for it and immediately got clipped.
Man, it's Xerom not ready for the rush. That's gonna hit. No way.
Yeah, we saw the 2L, and I think Don't Block Low was just trying to get the 2L string, or sorry, the far L string.
Oh yeah, true. Still, this is set point for Xerom right here.
That's it.
Okay.
Really good awareness from Axon, using the Metera close H just to get out of there.
Axon is forcing Xerom into the weirdest of situations right now.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I think really was part of the big change shift last time, is just Xerom taking, or Don't Block Low taking Axon out of the, or sorry, Don't Block Low taking Xerom out of the situations that he's comfortable with. So we see when Xerom gets started, he just steamrolls, but
yeah.
Speaking of it, looks like it's starting, unfortunately.
Oh, for who though? Oh no.
Yeah, doesn't get the proper anti-air either of them, so
they know this is like either a huge momentum shift for Axon or Xerom taking the set.
Yeah, Axon going for the super jump, ready to call out.
All right, this is it. This is the set I thought we were gonna get. All right,
here
we're
we
going
go.
to final game.
Axon got that dog in him, waking up.
Bro. Man, we very well might see the reverse 3-0, but man, Xerom's not out of this yet. Case in point,
yeah, you cannot write Xerom off. Like, there is a very high chance he runs this back.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone can do it. Okay,
unfortunate spot dodge there. Gets hit by like the latest frame of the X ball.
Yeah, multi-hitting, able to beat out the spot dodge. Oh, that's a big anti-air.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt too. No follow-up. Just Xerom scraping by.
The chip is about to be a huge factor right here.
Yeah. Oh, is that gonna hit?
Yeah. So, still needs to set up the Oki. Oh no, this is trouble.
Yeah, that's what I would. Baited it.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now, Xerom? That was so sick.
That was such a good kind of call out. Like, I want to give Xerom the benefit of the doubt and say that he reacted to that. But honestly, if that was a read, that is so sick.
Yeah, that's sick either way. Like, to do that at that moment for where we are in this set, like, either way that you put that, like, man.
We're seeing it come out, like, little bits of small tech and interesting options that just cinch rounds for a player.
Yeah, that's the difference between like the great players and like the really amazing players that friggin' know every single specific situation because they've drilled it or encountered it.
I swear these two taking us last round. Xerom.
I feel robbed if we don't get this.
Yeah, Axon really kind of coming back into his own there, but bad DP from Xerom is immediately getting pushed in the corner. This is not where he wants to be. Goes for it again.
And you could see Axon's, oh my god.
Once bitten, twice shy, 3 times, ready to roll, baby.
And Axon like did a really good job of showing that he's baiting, or trying to bait some of them too.
Absolutely, and even though we saw Xerom bust out, but Axon immediately regaining control.
Just making sure to lock Xerom down no matter what. Rush for the plus frames, whatever you gotta do. Just don't let Xerom do anything.
Yeah, you don't want to let Charlotta get started because we've seen it multiple times. We saw him against SenpaiSpyder and just immediately get a correct read and just guess right multiple times. But Axon busts out.
That's it. Oh no, Xerom was so close, but don't block low. Final game, final round, taking it to grand finals. That's crazy.
Absolutely, and that was such an insane sweep from Don't Block Low, managing the reverse 3-0.
Especially when Xerom looked that good in the first 2 games. Like, the first 2 games and first round of the 3rd game, it looked like Xerom was unstoppable to the point where I almost preemptively called the set. Like,
well, Xerom went into that set probably in the best he could be, because he just got done playing. He just got done playing Senpai, immediately goes into another Metera, and you know, a lot of the stuff that he does is stuff that works specifically on Metera. He's just looking for how that Metera interacts with him to implement it properly.
Still, though,
Xerom's
I think
great at that.
Last week, it was 3-1 in favor of Don't Block Low as well. So I was like, damn, Xerom was ready and just came through, but then the reverse sweep. I didn't expect that.
And that's actually, it's funny you say that. That's how Xerom Senpai like Grand Final series started. Phil, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was Senpai was just like W, and like Xerom would get a little closer every time until like you finally started to see like they started trading off. So I don't know. It's really cool to see that again with Axon. And the fact that Xerom is already used to having to adjust between Cello, Senpai, Nekotech means that like adding one more Metera into the mix isn't like that much of a huge adjustment for him. He's like, all right, I've done this before.
Just putting one more frame on that spreadsheet.
Exactly.
How do we extrapolate the data? We'll find out, baby.
Yeah, we will find out.
So I'm really curious to see how this plays out. I've not seen Langston play Metera outside of the Nekotech set earlier, and these are two different animals.
That is very true. But he did very well in the Nekotech set.
Absolutely, and already has Metera in a corner position where he needs to.
Oh, nice DP! It actually
I'm catching it with a DP.
Wow. Okay. I know it advances, but sometimes I forget just how far it advances.
His DP is really funny, especially when you've got stocks on it, because it's just zooming. But Langston, full stocks, controlling space, not dealing with butterflies, just slowly working his way in.
Very slowly.
Absolutely.
Oh,
unfortunately, doesn't get the follow up on the jump in, but SenpaiSpyder going ahead and dropping OD. Oh, that's...
Langston's hit confirms are godlike.
This is what I was talking about earlier. Langston, very proud of his far end confirms into the Stinger. Just willing to play nice and slow, play some footsies, hit him hard.
And this is first to 2, chat. Just a quick reminder. We're down to semifinals.
Absolutely. And tell him about himself, Langston. Just DP to call out the hop early. But has to be a little bit more careful now. He doesn't have DP to kind of deal with hop or deal with a couple of options. So Langston needs to be really good on his defense for a little bit. And now we're seeing a little bit of an adjustment from SenpaiSpyder, using a lot of his strings and a lot of stuff just to kind of keep him locked down, so that way Langston isn't even really able to move, just locking in behind butterfly pressure and like playing at a very specific range.
And slowly piling on that chip too.
Absolutely. Like, most of the damage that Langston just took was in chip. But has to make some really good decisions right now, especially now that SenpaiSpyder is an OD. But
chip on the
bad.
Table. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Senpai bounding back quickly.
Battle 3, engage.
Langston going for the immediate like kind of call out. I respect it, but Senpai was ready for it. Just immediately round step hit that arrow.
We're starting to see Langston actually walk back a bit now, which he wasn't doing in the first round he took. So I don't know if that's necessarily the best option here. I understand trying to get spacing, but yeah.
I think the general thing is he doesn't want to block the meter. That way he doesn't give Metera, or he doesn't want to block the up arrow, so that way Metera gets it.
Yeah. Oh, sitting at a huge life deficit right here too.
Unfortunate.
No. Yeah, big whiff punish right there. SenpaiSpyder taking that first game.
Yeah, got clipped on the way out, and Senpai was ready just to mash in.
So this is back down to first to 2. So Senpai only needs one more.
Yeah, and we said it earlier. Langston gets better Langston does better as the longer the set goes. So we may see some better adjustments, but right now this is looking like a bit of a repeat of the first game.
Langston finally starting to find some spots to do the run-up farm, cancel into the stinger. But SenpaiSpyder is getting too many of these hits in neutral.
Yeah, and unfortunate too, because we've seen Langston's awareness is really well. We're seeing attempts at 2Hs, and it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Like, you're aware that your opponent's jumping, you try to go for the good punish, and just, unfortunately, Metera hops are a funny thing.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just kind of have to say, well, I had the right idea. I'll have to try to get it next time. Like,
oh, absolutely. I can't tell you the number of times I've, like, gotten the 2H, but I didn't get, like, the right 2H, and I just got cooked for it.
Yeah, that's a full field. Lance 2H, so Jaffiel, been there.
That's what you get for letting her play, bro.
Yeah.
But Senpai immediately... so this is what we've seen. Senpai switching, immediately trying to control space and control the range, but Langston put in a bad position, has to work his way in, but also has to be really cognizant of Metera's bust-out options in terms of SBA.
I have to start worrying about chip here, too, because...
Yeah, he just ate that. This is bad.
It's really bad. Yeah,
it gets clipped by the tail end of it. Unfortunate. Langston going out at 4th.
Especially when you're down to that literal last couple seconds. It really feels like you're just guessing on when to spot dodge, you know what I mean? Like,
it does. Like, you're kind of... It's really hard to play reactive in that for a lot of reasons, but unfortunately at that point, it's just got cooked.
And I feel like that's like the natural way you want to play that too, right? Like, your mind immediately goes, okay, I can't get hit. I'll just play really reactively and just avoid everything, and you just make 3 mistakes in a row in the span of less than a second and die.
You react wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
All right, so we still got plenty of sponsor quests left in this here match-a-reno, so hop in here. And of course, if you're feeling generous, a little direct contribution goes a long way. And if you want to, hook yourself up with one of these hoodies that we were talking about, there's the marketplace. If you scroll down on the match-a-reno, I believe, what is it? $10 goes to the prize pool, 40 to 5 goes to Imp to cover costs and whatnot. You got the Master T down there too. And check out the shop too. There's some cool stuff in there.
There's a crossover merch if you're looking for that as well, which will go away once the event actually runs. I'll talk about that after this set. But we got what is normally our grand finals in losers finals. We got Xerom versus SenpaiSpyder.
Yeah, this is...
We've seen
it once.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, boys.
It's Wednesday.
So Xerom won this 2-1 before.
Yep. Now they get to play in their natural environment though, first to 3 setting. So
we saw Xerom play like steamroll in that first to 3 setting and just eventually kind of time wore out. But
yeah,
now I want to see how Senpai adjusts from early.
Yeah, and that's really the question right now. It's okay. No, Zephyr gets checked once again. Yeah,
we're seeing from Xerom right now. We're seeing like a couple of just unfortunate interactions. Couple of straight hits that don't lead to anything, but the awareness is there, and we see it now. Xerom hitting that button, taking that life.
Yeah, kind of a continuation from what we saw from Winter's side.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, game 1's still download, even if you played earlier, right?
Absolutely. And that's the thing too, is Xerom needs to readjust that Metera spreadsheet and get cooking, and it's different for SenpaiSpyder, but I don't think we're seeing a lot of issues with that adjustment now.
No. SenpaiSpyder's defense is usually pretty good, but when you're stuck in the corner for so long, eventually you're gonna make a big spot. No way! Oh.
That was so grimy.
Yeah, that was pretty grimy.
Xerom was sitting on like a no-touch or like a minor touch perfect, so at that point, like, have a little fun with it.
Absolutely. We'll take a gamble. Mid-screen punish? All right.
It's only been blocked once tonight, so... Or sorry, blocked and properly punished once tonight, so I'd do it too.
Yeah, Xerom's got what we call a high success rate. Damn, but SenpaiSpyder is looking kind of dominant this round, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, this is a complete turnaround from the last game.
That's why I love this matchup. It can be so volatile. Both these players are so good at just keying into and causing momentum shifts.
Absolutely. And seeing SenpaiSpyder try to control the space more and not get in Xerom's kill range, but small mistake, Xerom taking the momentum, but SenpaiSpyder immediately busts back out with Rush. We saw it. Unfortunately, that interaction didn't go the way Xerom wanted, and now Senpai has the spider, has the butterfly out. What's the combo?
Ooh,
went for the throw. Xerom was ready with the OD too. That was a really good call out from him.
So that is going to put Metera at 100 meter. I don't think we're going to see meter use unless Xerom gets back in, but we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, that was a really interesting interaction. I was curious because that hit. That did hit counter hit, so I was curious if there was a follow-up with it, but it doesn't look like it. Xerom in a bad position now. No meter left. Has to work his way in.
SenpaiSpyder. Oh, no. Gets the hit, and that's going to do it. We got one apiece. All right. The back and forth begins already.
Battle 1. Engage.
So Xerom's starting off with a pretty big swing. We see that far H run a lot just to kind of catch like opening maneuvers, but this time adjusting the pace a little bit. We're seeing a different we're seeing a couple different options from Xerom here, trying to stop SenpaiSpyder from immediately getting the pace. Oh dear.
All the way to the corner again. All right. Yeah, this is when the strike throw game comes out.
Apologies for that. I'm apparently having technical issues. I got kicked out and in.
Oh.
It's alright though, we're back. We're cooking.
Oh, we're good, alright. Took the stream lag for a hot second about to refresh.
Yeah, things just got a little funny.
Same thing happened to me.
Senpai misspaces the up arrow, and unfortunately Xerom was ready for it, and he's gonna make it hurt.
Yeah, Zero. This is a complete turnaround from
this is what
this game.
This is what happened the first set they played. Xerom was just correct.
Wow. And that's how this game ends. Is Xerom's just correct. Oh, are we going to character select?
I'm curious to see what the change is. I think that Metera for the familiarity is probably like I understand this line of decisioning. I think I get why Senpai wanting to just... There needs to be a change, because every time that Xerom is playing, Xerom just swings haymakers. So now we are going to... now we're going to see... I'm curious, I've never seen this matchup. I want to see how Charlotta does against Umbi.
So, SenpaiSpyder has played this matchup before, I think, but it's been months, because they lost, switched Metera and won. So I don't know. I don't know how practiced this is, to be honest.
I think in terms of just kind of a set of pace change, this was a good idea, but
yeah.
Xerom's smelling blood in the water.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Baits the parry. What's the mix? Oh, that's unfortunate. Xerom didn't get the follow up on that, but dodges the rush, gets the punish. Xerom going on set point.
Super clean. Yeah, SenpaiSpyder's like definitely got what it takes to play this character. But Xerom's in that sweet spot where they're on fire. I
think it's just a change that's a little bit too late. Xerom has the momentum and is clearly kind of taking this out, but Senpai, I think as I said earlier, I think wanting to change it up and wanting to try different paces, correct, especially with how quick some of those rounds got, but
yeah,
just has to be careful with the decision.
You can't get locked down early. Like, Charlotta does have a pretty good way to lock down Anre once she gets him into the corner, but
she can also snowball really quickly, especially with, like, you guess wrong on a demon flip, or you don't spot dodge and slashes correctly.
SenpaiSpyder? Oh, no, not gonna hit there. Oh, it did hit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it gets a parry.
It works out. So answer right back. Character select or character switch working out so far.
Yeah, this is definitely not the same like one-sided smackdown that the last game was, but Senpai gonna have to like. I like the adjustments this season. I want to see if he can keep it consistent to carry through the rest of the set, but Xerom's momentum is gonna be really hard to predict.
And I think we're seeing that pace switch that you were talking about earlier. Like, absolutely, Senpai has definitely got that going. Xerom's playing it a little slower. Like, still lets it rip. Yeah, I was gonna say when they know they could get in. Ooh, this could be another
goes for the corner. Has to be really careful, especially with OD on block for Senpai. And we've seen it. Senpai will just create plus frames so that he can set up an OD situation. So doesn't even go for it. Just gets the overhead. Senpai tying it back up.
With Anre, no less. No kidding. All right. I definitely wouldn't have called this. I really thought SenpaiSpyder would just play Metera for
late game quarterback switch starting to pay off.
Right? Blaine Gabbert's on deck.
I don't know who that is.
It's better that way.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, couldn't tell you who he plays for, but he's a backup.
Oh, very good far H on that. Doesn't get the follow-up on it, though, which was really unfortunate. Allowed Senpai to get the distance that he's been looking for.
Yeah, that spacing shift right there is a huge position shift. Oh no, Beak Driver connects again.
Senpai calls it out. Is this going to hit, though?
Yeah,
it does.
Barely any damage.
Xerom went for the super jump, and I think just unfortunately got caught.
Yeah.
It's like just a little too late on the trigger there, but Xerom in a really bad position. Oh, goes for the hard call out, and it does not pay off. SenpaiSpyder going up to match point.
It was a risk that I feel like you need to at least consider right there if you're Xerom. Like, any hit will chip you, so, well.
Absolutely, and I think Senpai's starting to get his momentum back, too. We're seeing it right now.
Yeah. Still, Xerom's not out of this, though.
Yeah, this is every single time that Xerom has just run a vicious comeback, it started from this moment, and we're seeing it.
So that last, like, pro bait right there, that's how much these two play together is Xerom shows the throw setup that he shows like once every week and a half, and Senpai's like, seen it before, I'm gonna attack. Nope. Next
I was honestly really curious if Xerom was gonna go for the command throw after that, because especially with wake up parry on deck, but we saw how it played out. Xerom is still controlling really well. Oh, goes for the raw SBA, doesn't hit. Doesn't get punished for it either.
Even if you're Anre, you got a spot dodge. That's crazy. So, oh no, this is big. Throw range.
Yeah, absolutely.
SenpaiSpyder though. All right, playing the spacing game a little bit. Has to watch out for the Charlotta ball.
Yeah, this just has to be careful. Honestly, at this point.
Finds overdrive. Nope.
Just a bad situation gone bad, and now this is not where Xerom wants to be.
Xerom still only needs one hit, though. This is still doable, but man, you got a long road, and it not fortunate. Wow, SenpaiSpyder gets his revenge.
Yeah, manages to run back what looked like a pretty decisive set.
Yeah.
And one thing I'm actually curious about, we've seen Senpai does not like to play the mirror for Metera a little bit, and I'm curious if he was just like, if I win, my Uno's warmed up. If I lose, it is what it is.
I've seen him play both more recently. Like, I know that used to be the case whenever, like, Cello or somebody would be in bracket, we would immediately see switch to Anre, but I feel like recently Senpai's been more willing to play the mirror.
I think it depends on which Metera he's playing. I think it's a player matchup thing, but don't quote me on
Looks
that.
like we are seeing the Metera Uno matchup. Which, I agree with this pick. Like, I think that you just got done playing that character. You've got the momentum. Just go for it. Don't even try to switch back over to Metera. Just let it rip.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Don't block low, though. Not phased even a little bit. Yeah. Mash it out of the parry? Okay. Let's go.
Not phased at all. Mashes out immediately after that parry to regain the corner advantage against Senpai.
Wow.
Senpai using... Really creative usage of parry from SenpaiSpyder to get in right now, but still trying to force an offense, and AxonStar is not letting him have it.
Oh, no. Rush to check the run forward. God damn.
Unfortunate. But now we're seeing it. We're seeing it. I was looking for the low arrow or something just to kind of get the clip out, because at that point, like, it was a matter of time before chip.
Yeah, most def.
That was a situation where if Senpai tried to pop overdrive, he was going to get got too. So very smart play from Axon. But speaking of smart play, Axon immediately trying to lock down Senpai again, but Senpai busting out, has the corner control now.
Immediately, like we were talking about Senpai not wanting to block in the corner earlier, but man, Axon right now is just using every trick in the book.
Absolutely. And one thing I really like about how Axon is, he's not necessarily doing like the normal stuff with Rush. We saw it a couple of times here where he lets Rush rip and then immediately uses it to reposition. Yeah. Because at that point, like, you're expecting like 2M, or you're expecting a different play.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no!
Good reactions from Senpai. Got that young man on him.
And Don't Block Low wins the trade and is going to take that first game. That's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And SenpaiSpyder stick with the Anre. There was no hesitation there either. Just
absolutely. I think the way Senpai is playing, he's playing well. There are a couple of things that didn't go right for him.
Yeah.
And if he can adjust those, I think he might be able to retake this.
And Senpai's got the confidence to realize, like, okay, like, exactly that, right? Like, I just need to clean up a couple things, and this is doable. Like, we're not going to see a panic switch.
Yeah.
No.
Don't think we're going to see a panic switch, but Don't Block Low immediately laying the pressure on and getting some choice hits.
Oh, yeah. And there it is. All right. Another round for Don't Block Low.
Absolutely. But now, Axon taking a pretty constant lead. Senpai getting the early start and starting the pressure in the corner, but we've seen it every time. Senpai will have like a really good moment of offense, and then Axon will just start swinging and go south.
Yeah. So Axon's just able to keep up that pace too, even if it's just hit and run, like high movement, keeping your opponent guessing right there.
Hit him with the hop shimmy. Got the throw. Unfortunately, not a huge follow-up from it, but Axon does not matter. Manages to make it count and is going up to tournament game.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, that was like a melty blood throw bait right there. Friggin' deep dash in, air dash to bait the throw, hit. Oh man.
Yeah, it was just some really good awareness from Axon, and we've seen that his conversions and his sense of seeing how things fly out is really strong.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Frosty's was the biggest, like, kind of oh wow moment for that. You know what I mean? Like offline, it was especially apparent how good he was with that.
Absolutely.
Jesus, case in point right here. Like this is tournament point right here. Senpai barely got a hit in last round, and ooh, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, Axon's momentum has not been checked this round, and again, every time we see Senpai start a decent amount of offense, Axon's ready for it and is ready for to reposition and replace that way. He's in an option to start his offense.
SenpaiSpyder is finally able to get something going here, but immediately Axon finds the turnaround. And this is going to be a big hit, probably into the butterflies.
Yeah, put the butterflies down, set the setup. Senpai trying to bust out, doesn't find anything good, but hits the parry on the way down and gets out. Reposition back to center, let's go.
And that is one of the things I've noticed, like, I feel like Axon's getting a lot of his damage mid-screen. When Senpai gets in the corner, knows when to parry out. He's like, I play this character all the time. I know what spots I'm looking for.
Yeah, now that you mention it, like, Axon will get some pretty good damage in the corner, or in the mid-screen, and then at a certain point, he just catches the right butterfly conversion and capitalizes on it and just runs home with it.
Yeah.
But I actually really like this approach. They're both technically zoners, but I did not zone the super jump.
That was like so scary on both ends.
Yeah, I was curious what the follow-up with that was, but unfortunately Axon just wasn't ready for it. Gets the corner throw, or gets the back throw into the corner. No parry punish from Jackson. I'm not sure if he could there, but it would have been funny if he could.
Yeah. This is a rough spot for Senpai once again, stuck in the corner, basically one hit away.
Calls the attempt to get out and closes the round.
Yeah, but there it is.
We saw it, like, that was an impressive set from Axon. Just very dominant, controlling as much as he could. And that's the thing I think that was really important and crucial in how he handled this set. Being able to just stop Senpai's momentum, stop him from getting the success that he wanted. And every time Senpai went for like a metered option, went for rush to get out, went for bust out, Jackson was ready for it. And we saw it here, like that last call out on the rush was all he needed to close the game out.
Yeah, that was a big statement from Maxon, honestly. There are not a lot of people in the United States of America that can 3-0 SenpaiSpyder.
No,
especially with his own character.
Yeah, and especially not as confidently as that looked. Like it's unfortunate. Senpai made a hell of a run tonight, and I think that obviously I think that deserves to be acknowledged. But Axon is just out here showing who's the king of the jungle.
And Senpai wasn't playing bad with Anre either. We saw a lot of really good rounds from SenpaiSpyder, but Axon's mental game, I think, overall was just so strong. I don't know, definitely showed a lot of matchup awareness there.
Absolutely, and every single time that Senpai tried to get something going, when he would get a really good offense, and then an interaction would just go wrong, and Axon would just run with it. So it's just a matter, I think some very small fixes change that set count, but I trust Senpai to do it. He's very consistent with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Always got limit signups to 1 Metera per tourney. No,
dude, just simply beat the Meteras. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
they're too
Have
sick.
you guys tried winning against Metera?
All right, listen. I'm gonna unplug this router. We're gonna let God sort it out.
Exactly.
You got you got Wi-Fi. I got Wi-Fi. Let's see where the night takes us.
Oh man, now we're talking. Sounds like my kind of party. I'll go get the PS4.
Hell yeah, brother.
Real quick, while I still have everybody, a couple of things. First, I'm gonna shout out while I have the most people here. We got the 1-to-1 bracket on this coming Friday. I'm gonna put the link in chat. But basically, the rules are very simple. It's 1-to-1, single limb, $1 entry, winner takes all. It should be a quick bracket. I thought it would just be a fun thing to start trying to do on Fridays. And I'm going to kick it off with Granblue and just kind of see how it goes. So if that strikes your fancy, you just want to see some shenanigans and cheapies in 1-to-1, the link's right there in chat. You can join. I had to host it on StartGG for the $1 to collect the payout. But definitely sign up. And if you can't, just give it a watch.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't made my mind up if I'm going to play in that, but I'm really excited to watch it.
Yeah, you should definitely play in it. You should 100% play in it.
I'm like torn between like, do I want to play in it or do I want to commentate it and just be in goon mode?
Do both.
I mean, I'm going to play in it. So if I'm going to play in it, you can play in it as well.
We should three of us should all play in it, and we'll just rotate off as we're playing.
All right,
it's
you know what? Sounds good. Listen, I'll stay mic'd up for my sets. So
yeah, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Like you want to see some fire? I got that dog in me.
You're gonna bring the heat to this party.
I'm white, so that's like mild, but yeah.
Damn, too real.
At the end of the month, we've got crossover for more Granblue. We're going to have, for those of you who don't know, we're hosting a regional in New York. It's going to last 3 days. We're hosting Granblue, Strive, Lumina, MBAT, KOF15, and Uni. All 6 of those main games get $1,000 pot bonuses, plus their match arenas and entries. And then we've also got side brackets for Exerd. We've got Beyblade. We've got a mystery bracket and Mbon. So if you're in the tri-state area, definitely come out. We don't have a lot of spots left, actually. I think we only have like 10 or 11 spots left before we hit cap.
We'll register tonight.
Yeah, so if you wanna play, definitely register. I'm very stoked for the Granblue bracket. It's pretty stacked. We have a lot of like the very solid New York players. Don't Block Low, who won this evening, is also going to be there. Lennox is there. Going to be on the mic with Dormancy.
My boy.
So definitely come out if you're able to. In terms of online stuff, though, we have BlazBlue tomorrow that Ryer's going to host. And then this Sunday, I believe is it Uni? Dude, I can't remember.
Yes,
I can't keep it straight.
Uni.
It is
It's
Uni.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Granblue beginner intermediate was this week, so it definitely ain't that.
Which was a lot of fun, by the way. This one was a blast.
Yeah, I keep being busy during those times, but every time I have tuned in to watch all of that, like it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's just a good time watch.
Hell yeah.
What else? What else do I have to... Oh, I get yelled at for not shilling my Patreon, yeah. So I'm just gonna mention that I have one. There's a bunch of different sponsor tiers. The base tier is the exact same cost as a Twitch sub. It's just kind of subbing to Twitch without Amazon taking 50%. So consider heading over there, subbing. Pretty much all the money goes... Actually, not pretty much. All the money, literally at this point, just goes back into matcherinos and seeding pots, etc. So, yeah, if you want to help out that way, there's a link there in chat. And then I guess the last thing I'll say is I want to plug the shop just because we got crossover merch, and it's only going to be up for a couple more weeks until we have the event.
I saw that crossover merch. This stuff is clean.
The mug is sick. The mug is by far like the travel mug. I'm not even like... I'm not joking. I just tossed mine in the dishwasher, so I don't have it, but I literally use it every day.
Like you can tell we're all in our 30s because like we're not excited for the shirts. We're excited for like the convenient stuff.
Yeah, hell
like
yeah.
I've got my combo breaker mug. Probably gonna grab a crossover mug. Like we saw how popular the combo breaker grinder was last year. So
that's true.
Sorry, I missed that. Yeah.
Dude, Rick is a real one for that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I did not learn of its existence until way too late. I'm crushed.
The last thing I'll mention is the Matcherino one more time in case we got any last-second donors. Right now we hit top 4 payout. We're halfway to top 3 payout. If any angel donors want to come through and get us to that 320 for top 6, feel free to. The link is in chat. But now I'll turn it over to Lennox and Seth and see if you guys have anything to shout out.
Hey, I made a Twitter specifically for comm stuff. You can follow me over at R7th Dawn. That's all I got.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Lennox207. And if you're in the Boston area this weekend, come on down to Balance Patch. I think doors are at 2. We got Granblue, we got BlazBlue, we got Guilty Gear, and we have the other Guilty Gear too, in case you wanted to play that one. I think King of Fighters too, probably. And, Melty Blood. Oh, I forgot about Melty Blood. Accent Core, Jesus. MBAC and MBTL. Should both be there, so
nice.
Swing by. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
I'm really excited to watch that King of Fighters bracket. Like, it's just, I think that's maybe my favorite fighting game right now, just because like it's so goofy.
It's so sick.
Dude,
it's so goofy.
I'm very excited to watch all the Saturday games. I'm stoked to watch. I'm stoked to watch all the brackets we're gonna run at the end of the month. But KOF is a ton of fun for me to watch. It's a game I don't play, but I watch like whenever it's on. That and Tekken. But
the more I learn about KOF, the more I'm like, I don't think this game is as like daunting as it seems.
It's not. Like, it's not as hard as people make it out to be. But let me send everybody to Yipes real quick.
Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.
No peace.